Hey, what's going on, my snipers? How are you doing tonight? Now let's hurry up and get to class so we can start this lesson. Thank you. Hey, Truly. We're gonna play a little bit, 3 minutes worth of music to get y'all people in here. Truly, the first one in the class today. All right now. Nope. We're gonna start. Cause see, my main goal is to find out ways how do we bring us back together as a people or just have respect for one another. How do we get back to that place when we just respect one another? And don't worry, guys, hopefully in 3 weeks Tony T will be back in action with all the effery, but I like to keep both stations different. Like, I like to talk about the real issues here and the effery there, but you still got to learn something. But I still gonna do my morning lives on both. But a lot, I try to keep this right with real stuff. The other one with more of the effery. So hopefully they take my they'll take me off being off the bad girls list. Been a bad, well, they claim I've been a bad girl. So we got like 30 more seconds. We're going to start the show. And whoever is looking at this intermission, skip straight to the show when you start. Don't forget, if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe. And if you like what you see, hit that like. Come on and welcome yourself to the Sniper family. Hey, Brooklyn. All right, we're starting the show. And please give me your feedback. The majority of these, well, y'all give me your feedback anyway, but make sure y'all give me your feedback. I got 2 videos. Now, this video is a little bit more recent, and then the other one is going to be before. And we're going to see how he changed up. Let's go. Not the guy here. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. We're watching the man and we're giving our opinion on it.
A lot of us men out here, we're just sleeping around with women, having babies, and then we want to complain when we're going through hell and hot waters, right? We're going to take a look at this particular video. We're going to hear what the brother have to say, and I'm going to share my thoughts about, what we're seeing. The goal of this stream here is to make men understand that we have to be more responsible with our seed. We have to be more responsible with our desires in terms of the type of women we deal with. Because a lot of times we deal with sisters and we have no business dealing with them. Most men are thirsty. They just want to have sex, but they don't look at the consequences. You hear a lot of men on social media, they talking about black women this, black women that. They choose all the wrong men. They're having all these babies out of wedlock. But you know what? I hold you brothers accountable for this. Because number one, the sisters won't be getting pregnant if you are not planting your seed inside of them. The sisters won't have that ability if you didn't deposit. If you don't make no deposits in your bank account, nothing's going to be in there. So as men, we have to really look at what we're doing, what kind of women we dealing with. A lot of brothers are on child support. They're struggling. They're mad with their baby mama. But whose fault is this? Is it your baby mama that's at fault? Is she the problem? No, it's you. See, we have to be accountable as men. You want to go out there and follow what dating coaches are doing. You want to go out there and pump and dump the sisters. You want to go out there and just place your rod up in women, releasing your seed. And then when we have all these babies now, the children are suffering. The children are suffering because of our choices. But we want to blame women. Single mother this, single mother that. No, let's talk about the men that are planting these seeds inside these women. See, nobody want to talk about that. We just want to act like it's the woman's fault. She's just a hoe. No, you brothers are whoremongers. You brothers are the ones implanting your DNA in these women. These women are not going to turn up pregnant. If you had more responsibility and accountability for what you do as a man, you got to take action on what you're doing. You understand? You got to look at the choices you make as men. Because children are suffering in these homes without no fathers, and their mom is dysfunctional, and all we want to do on social media is say how these women are no good, they're making all these bad choices, who want to deal with a single baby mama, who want to deal with this, when as men, we are the ones creating the single mother.
Create.
We're the one who's doing
Correct.
this. We're the ones who are out here trying our best out of thirst to get with these women. We're the ones who are thirsty for vagina and wop.
And let's not forget, it takes two to tango. He's 100% right, but it's more on the man. People are like, why? Because that's his seed. He must plant the seed, and he's the one that will be the one crying for child support because that's your seed. So that's why it's more on the man, and the man can't take it. They can't take it. They don't realize how much. I went on his channel yesterday and told him you sent me over there. Oh no, that's you could do that. You could do that. I think you said you was gonna do that anyway. But thank you because I would like for him to come on the channel. So a couple of more y'all want to go over there and tell him that maybe I'll go into his chat and say, hey, maybe I can get an interview. But I like him, but I pick certain videos. But this video I picked because it's the guy himself has a video channel too. But thank you, Pat Max. So again, these men don't realize how much work goes into having a baby because their mama did everything, or their mama and papa did everything. Just like, kids don't realize how the struggle until they get to college, and all they eating is oodles and noodles. They don't understand the struggle. They don't understand. Mommy's not there cooking every night no more. That's why sometimes it's best to send your kids away to college. Oh, let me share myself out. Oops. Oh no. You said Tony T. You supposed to say Sugar Love. Pat Mac, you were supposed to say Sugar Love. Not Tony T. You supposed to say Sugar Love. You messed up. You messed up. You messed up. No, it's not okay. When you go back, say I meant to say Tony. Say Tony T is Sugar Love. I don't know. He doesn't know that. You thinking of my Tony T channel? No, I asked him for permission to use his stuff. I asked him for permission, but she done messed up. She still messed up. He like, who the hell is Tony T? But thank her. Ooh, y'all keep forgetting Sugar Love existed before Tony T. Sugar Love been around a year and a half, almost 2 years before Tony T existed. Tony T is still rap. It's really new. No, you be a bad girl. But I'm come in there too and say, what's up, bro? Okay, let's get back to this. Because he says, long as I don't just like play the video, but I can't play the whole video anyway. I have to talk through it. So he said it's no problem. But I asked permission.
That we don't really care who we sleep with as long as we could get some vagina. And then when she turned up pregnant, now all of a sudden now we want to cry. No, we need to take accountability as men. Let's see who we got in the building. Shout out to Carl. I see you in the building. Carl, Kenny Williams, Hulk Strong, Sean, Steed, D'Antonio, Jacob Jennings, what's going on? Judah Warrior, Brother Ryan. Let me see. Sean Owens in the building. Moderator, what's going on, brother? Paris, how you doing? Jacob Jennings. Let's see who else we got. Rollo in the building, what's going on? I think that's about it. Make sure y'all subscribe to Rollo, another brother in the truth, putting in work. In these dysfunctional households where their mom is a hoe, all she do is go around sleeping around with everybody talking about she dating. How you dating? You a mom. You don't got no damn time to be dating. Dating what? What are you dating? You got a kid to take care of. You got a house to clean. You got all sorts of responsibilities, but you talking about I'm going on a date. And then you brothers are out here trying to see who you can smash and dash. Let me see what sister I can get. Look at that ass. She looking real good. I want to get with her just so I can sleep with her. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to wear this condom so I don't get caught out there. Listen, you could wear a condom and the Most High will still jack your ass up and make that woman get pregnant somehow.
Yeah,
and then she'll put you on child support just so you can learn your lesson. Just so that you can learn that you're a hypocrite. Just so that you can learn that you're no good as a man. We need brothers to be accountable for their actions, man. Enough is enough, man. Y'all playing too many damn games, man. Too many kids out here are suffering because they're in households where the father's not home because him and his baby mama having a bunch of issues and drama and petty bullshit.
See, this is what make me like his channel, because this is my struggle every single day with the kids in my program. And this is why I don't care about adults. I don't care about the bitter. I don't care who's right. I don't care who's wrong. All I care about is these kids are all messed up. These kids are all messed up. It's gotten to the point that the non two-parent household is a normal. If you say you come from a two-parent household in these days, they would honestly think something is wrong with you. They are brought up thinking it's supposed to be a one family, living with mommy, and maybe daddy will come see me. Or daddy's going to come pick me up. I'm going to meet his new girl, meet her new man. But in all reality, kids want their parents together. Now imagine a mother who got kids by different men, and both of them kids want their mother with their father. See how twisted we got these kids now? They all twisted. Have you many young boys? It's harder for moms. No, I only have two. I'm talking about my program, Pat. Remember, I work with the youth. I usually have like 100 kids at a time. I have a program. I work with the youth. I make them do like community service. I get them jobs and stuff like that. It varies. I never know, but it varies. It varies. It varies. Hey, DOD, what's up, my brother? It varies. It varies. But it's still the kids suffer. I don't. I don't care about. The only solution I may say is we need to stop procreating. That I do get, but not male kids. I may show the video, but what the person says on the video or what people say in the chat, disclaimer, is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we've been needed has stopped making these babies. We've been needed to stop that. That would stop a lot of diseases, STDs from passing around too. That's why I'd say, Pat, when you hear me saying you do what God tell you to do. Even though the man want to rule the house, God rules the man. And if God puts something in that woman's heart to do, that man is going to have to sacrifice, because there's a man that's above him. He may want to be the lead of that household, but he is not the lead of that household. If you believe in God, then God is the head of the household. And God give out assignments to people who can do the job. You don't know who you want to help. You never know who you're going to save. You don't even know why he made some women be lawyers, some women be doctors, some women just in the community, some women big moms, some men going to business. You don't know if the business that this lady is going to create is going to help somebody. But we so busy thinking that, oh, they just want to be independent. No, some of them they got the idea from God. Now, should they be humble? Yes. But if a woman going out there to work, believe me, it's not because she wants her independence, and no, God put that on her heart to do it. She had to do what God told her to do. You cannot keep a woman in the house just to cook and clean, unless that's what God wants her to do. But let's carry on, because this man is good. This man is really good.
And then mom is out there living her best life now, and she 35. 35-year-old grown woman talking about she living her best life. She's on the gram shaking her ass. Cario Frank for the super chat. Appreciate the support.
Oh my God, what did I do? I don't know what the hell I did. I have no idea. I have no idea what I just pressed. Hold up. Yo, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Now I got it. I be messing. Yeah, I know I be messing up stuff. 12 hours was one it. 12 hour. Hold on. I be messing up, boy. All right, I got you. I just wanted to rewind it back, and I rewind it out. Oh my gosh. Well, to give y'all late. Now I got it. I got it, bro. I,
You know, we got to talk about these issues, man. So we're going to take a look at the footage. I'm going to roll this, hear what the brother got to say, and then we're going to pretty much chop it up here and there. But listen carefully to what this brother's saying, man, because this brother's speaking some real talk. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame that he had to learn the hard way. A lot of you brothers, you're going to learn the hard way because you didn't want to take heed.
if you can share the live, share the live, share the live.
You didn't want to listen to your uncle. You didn't want to listen to nobody. You wanted to just go out there, get with women, sleep around, do what you want to do, and now you're suffering. So, without further ado, let's get into this particular clip here. Let me play my little disclaimer. You already don't know how it is. I always have to play my disclaimer. Always got to do what I got to do. Let's go.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe the copyright under 17 U. 107.
Okay, let's get into this particular stream now. Let's go.
If you base your relationship on sex, it's not gonna work. And if you mess around and have a baby, y'all gonna end up hating each other.
Facts.
Because you ain't right for each other in the first place. I want to share something with y'all that happened yesterday And then I want to get into something that I feel like every man, every teenage boy and young man should think about before they go out and have sex unprotected and potentially bring a child into this world. You know, as y'all know, I have 2 kids, a little boy and a little girl. You know, the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I ain't never loved nobody as much as I love them 2 kids. And I can say that wholeheartedly, unequivocally. There is no statement that has ever been truer. I love my kids with everything in me. They're blessings. I don't look at my kids as baggage. They ain't holding me back. I love my kids, right?
Now notice this brother love his kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you sisters be thinking that black men are not there. A lot of times they be in these toxic relationships with women that they should have never dealt with, but they got much love for their kids and they never get no respect. They there for their children. They take care of their children. They struggle, but they always there for their kids. But you sisters be online talking about the baby father ain't shit. And these be good brothers. They just made messed up choices out of thirst. The problem is not the kids. It's not the kids' fault. They came into the world, yes, but he's taking responsibility. But at the same time, his story, it goes deep because it shows how most children are suffering under these circumstances when the father's over here and the mother's over there. And everybody's fighting while the child's in the middle just wanting love. And they don't got it. Then they grow up in these dysfunctional places, and you wonder why your daughter's on the gram shaking her ass. Because she's looking for love that she could have got from her pops or love from her mom. This is why we have to have marriage unions where the man and the woman stay together. It's too much dysfunction where our people are separated. We having all these babies, baby mama, drama, father, nonsense all damn day. We got to get back to the Most High and do what is right. Let's go.
And the one thing that I never want to have to tell my kids is I can't. You know, there's one thing if my kids ask me for something, and I decide as an adult, as their dad, that no, you can't have that. But to be able to, for my child to ask me for something, and I physically can't give it to them, no matter how bad I want to give it to them, the fact that I can't give it to them, that's something that really hits you to the core as a man when you got kids, because you want to be there for your kids, especially coming from the environment that I came from. Pretty much, I would say in the neighborhood I grew up in, right? Let's just say in my age group, right? Let's say the school bus pick us up. How many kids gonna be getting on that school bus with me in the morning? I used to ride the school bus. I would say there was maybe, let's say like 30 kids that used to get on the bus with me at my bus stop. I ain't even talking about the kids that I was friends with in school and all that, but just at my bus stop, let's say there was 30 kids
Hey, boss
waiting on the school bus
lady.
to go to the same school.
Hey,
I would
boo.
say out of all of those 30 kids, there might have only been like 3 or 4 kids that had a mama and a daddy at the house.
Did you notice that? Out of all the kids that were at the bus stop, he said only about three of them had a mom and a dad at the house.
Mm-hmm.
A mom and a dad at the house. Only about 3 of them. See, what I want you brothers to get from this show is how to hold yourself accountable when you're dealing with women. We can't just keep looking at women, oh, they're the problem. You know, stay away from single mothers. They're the devil. No, a lot of you brothers are the devil. See, a lot of you brothers, you just want to get with a woman to pump her up, to bust a nut. And you're not thinking about the future. You're not thinking about the kids. You're not thinking about the trauma that the
Hey,
children are going to go
Queen.
through. You're not thinking about the bitterness the woman is going to develop because you left her.
Hey, Queen.
You're not thinking about her.
Hey, so
You're just thinking
is
about
this a
yourself.
follow-up of the
No,
See, before this brother
it's
got
another
with that
video.
woman,
Oh,
he was
okay.
most likely just thinking about himself, or he was a good brother trying to do the right thing, and his woman was no good.
Hey, Caroline.
I don't know him personally.
What's up, Pat
I
Man?
don't know his woman personally. But one thing I do know is that if he's not with the woman and they produced this child, and they both weren't supposed to be with each other. They were both on some bullshit. And now the child got to suffer. And when you listen to his story, it's sad. And you think about what the children have to go through because of our choices. We're not looking at the choices we make affect these kids. And we think just because they're kids, who cares? Always remember, people, we were children at one point. We were kids. Most of us didn't have our father home. Most of us, our mom was out there being a hoe. Mom may have been on drugs. Nobody want to talk about these things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you had an abusive father,
That's right.
abusive mom. A lot of us grew up in fucked up situations. So we know about the drama.
And they be passing
So why
on
would
to
we
our
want to
kids.
cause the next generation
Mhm.
to have the same nonsense? Why would we want to do the same thing? We got to be responsible in who we deal with. And stop just going out there just having sex with whoever because she got a fat ass. That behind is going to put you on child support. That behind is going to make your daughter or son not like you. Because you're doing a bunch of nonsense, man. And that's why on this channel, I deal with both accountability for the man and the woman. Ain't no one-sided woman bashing, talking a bunch of garbage, and you ain't holding these brothers accountable. You brothers talking about, well, I'm just not trying to get no woman pregnant. I'm just going to try to just, I'm gonna have my pull-out game on point. Was just on New Breed's live show, and he posted a scripture where it
What's the one from yesterday? Huh?
talked about how the brother was commanded by
Pat
the Most
Mack
High
said
to pretty
anything
much.
happened with the crazy woman from yesterday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither.
Deal with his brother's wife.
I don't know.
Because the brother
Talking about
passed
the story from yesterday.
away. And he had to produce
You
seed
talking about
for his
21?
brother.
Well, hold on,
The
let me
Most
put
High
this
told
on
him to
pause
go
because the
and
people,
make that woman your wife by going
they're
in
not gonna be
unto
able to
her.
hear him. Now, what did
Is he talking about 21?
No, talking about the goddaughter thing. The man married the goddaughter. Hey, Dwayne.
Oh.
Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. Oh, we don't know. And then now everybody else jumped on that story, but we had it first. But they living happily ever after, I
clicked
guess.
off. Remind me what we did. Remind me because I'm clicked out.
How you clicked out?
I don't know. My brain is just not working.
I hear you. You got to be clicked in if we can hear you.
No, my brain. The goddaughter.
Yeah, but we're gonna leave that for another one.
Who is the goddaughter? Wait a minute. What was we
The
talking?
one who got married to the 40-something-year-old man. The mother was doing.
Oh. Okay. I'm with it. Okay. Oh Lord. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll be checking back up on that.
No, they're happily ever after. That's it.
Wow.
That was they said yesterday. So, oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But what the brother did, rather than him doing what the Most High commanded and give seed so she could produce an heir for the brother that passed, he instead had sex with her, had the pleasure of dealing with her. And the scripture says that he let his seed drop to the earth, which means the pull-out game was even going on in biblical times. The brother had his pleasure and then pulled out and said, hell no, I'm not going to get her pregnant. And the Most High put him to death for what he did. The Most High need to put all of you brothers that are listening to death for practicing the pull-out game. All of you brothers that want to pump and dump, smash and dash, the Most High need to put you to death right on the spot. That way we can get rid of you. Because you brothers are the ones creating the single mothers. You brothers are the ones scarring our women, making their body count go through the roof. You brothers are doing that. I don't care about what these content creators are saying on YouTube about our women this and our women that. We know our women have problems. But let's talk about you brothers. What about you? You out here humping and dumping, smashing and dashing, but you don't hold yourself accountable. You got these sisters walking around with strollers and babies, and then you want to judge them and say, oh, you know, it's just a bad choice she made. No, you made the choice to lay with her. If you know you don't want no kids, why are you having sex with women? Ladies, your legs are supposed to be permanently closed if a man is not really trying to be with you for real.
Say that again.
If a man is not trying to be with you for real,
say that again.
Your legs are supposed to be closed. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of sisters that'll open their legs, and you brothers really wanted to be with them, but for whatever reason, they didn't want to be with you. You can't control a situation like that. But you ladies need to be accountable for the kind of men you deal with. If a brother is not trying to be with you on the real, no sex, no head, no hand jobs, nothing.
Nothing.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. That's right.
He's not serious. Judge the brother by his fruit. Judge him by his lifestyle. Do he got the character of being a man that's going to be there with you long term?
I said this earlier when I did the video about when they said, what do the women bring to the table, right? And I was like, and the lady was like, if a man shouldn't even ask a woman that. They said, you need to find that out. And that's exactly, and now he's saying the same thing. You don't ask somebody what they're bringing to the table. They can tell you any old thing. It's your job to sit back and talk and conversate and find out. And don't rush so much. I mean, we can say that to be blue. People still want to rush. People they need that sexual healing. But that healing done got you in a lot of trouble. So obviously, if we went from needing your itch scratch to scratching your head now, like, damn. Either way, one of your heads is going to get scratched.
Stop being stupid, man. Stop letting a brother just sweet talk you into your pants. But he's not trying to be there. Once he get the pussy, he out. Now you looking stupid. Now you got a baby. Now you pregnant. Now you on Facebook complaining about your baby daddy ain't shit. Be responsible, man.
I did not do that, sir.
You know? Let me see what we got here. Shout out to Brown for the super chat. Appreciate that.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the big meeting starts in 10 minutes. Or you're cramming for an
Appreciate your support. Shout out to Rollo for the super chat. And shout out to Shiva for the super. Then they go with the mom. Your child is literally swinging around back and forth. That's not the way a house is supposed to be. We're not supposed to be living like that. We're not supposed to be going through this type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reality Check TV for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Thanks for that. Said Ringo TV, real inspiration needed, God's own true visionary. Appreciate your support. Children are being passed around. And it's unfortunate that in so many households, when it comes to custody of children, it has to be like that. I mean, imagine what the child must be going through, knowing that they got to be 3 days with dad, then they got to go back to their mom, and the dad is not there. Mom is with another man, and they got to see that too.
Exactly.
This is where most of our children are today in most of these households.
I just said
And it's
that.
sad. It's unfortunate that things have to be this way. Let's continue.
So my rotation was over with yesterday. I had them for the whole weekend. I took the weekend off. It was my weekend off, actually. Took the weekend off. Me and my kids had a good time. Went to the pool, went to my sister's house. They got to play with their cousins. Went, did a little shopping, all that. My son went to one of my nephew's baseball game with my mama. Everything was great.
So
Real
you
good
ain't keep the
weekend.
kid, your mama did.
So yesterday it come time for me to drop my kids off, right? I pull up to my kids' mom's house. I get up, I get out the car, start getting their stuff out the car to hand to their mom. My son grabbing his stuff. Then all of a sudden, I see my daughter. She got this real like puzzled look on her face. I know it's something wrong with her because I know my daughter. She a daddy's girl. So I said, "What's wrong, mama?" Immediately, as soon as I asked her that, she bust out in tears like somebody was trying to physically harm her. She just bust out in tears, like snot coming out her nose, real tears. I bent down to, get on her level and, hug and all that type of stuff. She was crying so hard, tears got in my mouth. Imagine that. Just dripping off of her face, tears got in my mouth. That's how bad she was crying. So I'm asking, I'm like, "Baby, what's wrong?" She says, "I miss you. I ain't even left yet." But she
Wow. Now think about what just happened there. He's bringing the kids back. They were out with their pops. And for whatever reason, the son took his things out the car, whatever. And the daughter, she had this look on her face like, the father seen and know his daughter because she's a daddy's girl, you know what I'm saying? She started crying. And, if you're a man and you don't have daughters, you don't know what this is like. When you see your little girls, right, and they crying and they're in your arms, that is when you really know what your purpose is supposed to be. A lot of these guys on social media, they don't know what purpose is. They don't know what family is about. They're immature.
Exactly.
When his daughter looked at him with the tears flowing, she misses him. Like, and it's like he didn't even leave yet, but she missed him already. A lot of these children are dealing with a lot of pain. They're struggling inside, and they're little. And we're causing this pain because we're out here pumping and dumping, smashing and dashing. Then when we get a woman pregnant, we want to play the stepfather role or the, not stepfather role, but we're playing this, custody battle between the mom and dad, taking turns on who's going to watch the child. And the babies are in the middle, growing up now, dealing with the trauma of having no father in home. The reason why she missed him is because she want him in the house with mom.
I said that too. Wow.
But she don't understand what they're going through. See,
now I didn't see this. How is me and this man both saying the same thing? That's crazy. That is cray. Boss lady came a little bit late to class.
What?
Nothing.
I know I came late. I didn't hear that last part you said because you was smacking.
That's right, girl. I was. Oh, the science is kicking my butt, so it made me go to sleep. Hey, I said it's crazy that I didn't see this video, but I didn't want to interrupt him too much because he's doing him. So I did mine in the beginning, and I'm gonna do some more. But it's amazing how we both said the same exact thing. So people do think that way. That how these kids are being destroyed. And the only reason why I think like that because I'm physically around the kids. I hear their conversations. See, he's speaking upon it from a man's point of view and what men's supposed to do what women's supposed to do according to that book. Me, I see it every day. I hear how these kids talk about their mothers. I hear what they say about their fathers. I hear a lot of things. I be ear hustling like crazy. I'm the best ear hustler ever when it comes down to the youth. So even though we saying the same thing, we just saying it from two different perspectives. It's like I'm saying it from the kid's voice. He's saying it from the man's, but it's still the same exact thing. Hello, Valerie. Welcome. But we both still literally saying the same thing. These kids is the one that's caught in the middle. The question is, where do we find the middle line? For some couples, it just ain't gonna happen. I know people who had weddings and listen, if your father come, I'm not going. Your mother go, I'm not going. Sometimes as a parent don't make it to the wedding. And the kids just want both of them there. A kid would just like to spend a day with their mother and their father, but the father has to prove to the new woman, I ain't dealing with her no more. And she got to prove to her new man, I ain't dealing with him no more. So certain dreams a child never had. What if a child just want to have dinner with their mama and their daddy? And it's just simple dinner at a restaurant. But the hate is so real, or not arguing with your new significant other, or not having the time. They don't know these kids are suffering. Not just, don't think because you're in their life somewhere or somehow it means something.
The man and the woman is the ones who's having problems. And the child just want mom and dad to get along. The child just want to see the love.
Mm-hmm.
Child don't want daddy to be gone. He want him to be home with mom. But the child don't understand that mom and dad really don't get along. And we're expecting these young girls to grow up later in life and get married. Under those circumstances, think about what we're setting up our children for. We're expecting that young girl to grow up and become a wife one day under those harsh circumstances, seeing her mom as a single mother and her father's over there, but you're expecting her to get with a man and do the right thing. It can't possibly happen. This is why we have this revolving door, because we don't have family structure. But yet when brothers like New Breed and myself, Pastor Dow, we talk about family growth, building your family, and women get mad at that. Women will get mad the minute a brother talk about polygyny. The first thing you think about is, well, he's having sex with another woman. I'm not sharing no man. Ladies, what is your body count? What is your body count? Are you a virgin? How many men you been with? Talk to me about it. How many? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? But you're against a man practicing polygyny to build a family? We're not talking about a man who's out here pumping and dumping. We're talking about a man that go to work, have a business, have a career, and his purpose is his family. And he's trying to build respectfully. But you're too worried about what woman he's with, when you as a woman cannot possibly do everything your damn self. As a woman, listening to this stream right now,
I don't do them things.
You cannot do everything in a house.
What we do?
Women who have children struggle.
Yes, we do.
They struggle because they got to do everything themselves.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
24 hours a day.
But it gets done.
The Most High did not make a woman to be in a house by herself. She's supposed to have a sister wife. But this feminist culture has taught you to hate
That's
your
okay.
sisters.
We good.
You talk like you really are together.
No, I'm good.
You're really not.
I'm good.
You hate one another.
No, I don't hate them.
And in our
But
brothers, there's no brotherhood and there's no sisterhood.
Okay.
This is why we got so many problems with family. The black family is under attack, and everybody is worried about what some artist is doing, or what Cardi B said, or what Nicki Minaj is doing, or who's the latest artist and who they sleeping with. But yet the black family is destroyed. And when men try to rebuild the bridge, we want to look at these brothers like they don't know what they're talking about. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with polygyny. I don't agree with that.
No.
Those men are full of lust. Full of lust? Full of lust? You really talking about full of lust? Again, ladies, what is your body count? How many men you been with?
I don't know what they
You want
got
to
to
talk
do with
about
polygamy.
lust? How many abortions you had?
I
You
don't
want
know
to
what
talk
they
about
got to do with
lust? How many
polygamy
kids
neither.
you had out of wedlock? You want to talk about lust?
I don't know.
We're dealing with righteous men. We're not dealing with whoremongers. There's a lot of men on social media that are whoremongers. Here on this channel, we don't promote that mess. We deal with brothers that want to build with women, have families, and create life, purpose. That's what we focus on. We don't focus on pumping and dumping. I don't support that nonsense.
No, I'm good.
I don't endorse that. A man got to take care of his woman, take care of his wives, take care of his children to the best of his abilities. But it don't happen overnight. You got to learn and you got to grow and you got to be responsible. This is why as men, we got to have accountability for our actions. You got to have dick discipline. You have to control your seed. You sisters have to control your vagina. You just can't let anybody up in there. You just can't let any man just plant his seed. This is crazy. You know? Shout out to Zahara for the super chat. Appreciate that.
If you work a 9 to 5 right now and you went out, let me ask you a question. Have you ever looked at these ads on YouTube and wondered how much
said, "You are awesome, sir. Keep."
Why is my child saying it? Because she love her mama too. She want to be around her mama and she want to spend time with her mama too.
See, the daughter want to be around the mom and she want to be around the father too. You see, she really want them to be together, but children don't understand the drama. They don't understand what people are really going through, and a lot of times we hide it and we try to make this normal. We're actually teaching our children to be separated. We're actually teaching our young girls to become single mothers even when they're children. Think about this. Think about what I'm saying. The father loves his daughter. We can see that. It's clear. The mom most likely loves her daughter. It's most likely clear. But it's dysfunction because they're taking turns having custody with the child. So the child is growing up in this lifestyle believing that this is normal behavior.
I agree.
That my father is not supposed to be in the home.
Exactly.
So by the time she grow up, she's going to get with a man, get pregnant, right? Not wishing that on his daughter. I hope she turns out to be a quality woman, blessed, have a quality man, and, you know, live a blessed life. But most children, most young girls will grow up under those circumstances. And because of the dysfunction, they end up repeating the same exact lifestyle. And in most cases, it's actually worse.
Oh, thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that.
She'll have probably 3 or 4 kids by different men.
Virtual hug right back at you. He better get his Wi-Fi fixed.
Yeah, he have a
And all of
problem.
them are on child support, and they all trying to visit, or maybe they don't want to visit, or maybe she don't even know who the fathers are.
See, the problem is, and I get what he's saying.
That's the dysfunction that we see in today's day in most families. Shout out to Paris for the super chat. Appreciate the support.
See, on that behalf, I agree with what he's saying, because if you hear a child have a 2-parent household, it's like they're foreign. It's like before you used to brag about having a mother and father in the house, but now it's not known. So a lot of kids, when they speak upon their parents, they will speak upon them in separate, even though they are together. But they don't want to be the only one that got a mother and father in the house, because 8 out of the 10 do not. 8 out of the 10 do not. And it's sad that it makes it easy for a woman to say, hey, my mama did it. So it's like it takes away from the fight, from the relationship. I mean, I'm not talking about a hump and dump. I'm talking about if it was a relationship. Like the women, it's like the women and men really don't care to separate, because we've seen mama do everything. We always seen mama do everything. And we seen Papa, the Rolling Stone,
What
yeah,
happened?
no, I was just talking. But that's why I say it became so numb that nobody fights for the relationship anymore. It's so easy to walk out now because we're not used to it anyway. So why should I fight? In their mind, I'm okay. My mama did it. My mama did it, and we all good. My mama did it. And, hey, I finished school. My mama did it. I'm in college. Or my mama made. It's always my mama did it.
Shout out to from downtown 29. I don't know if I should keep my child out there because they may end up getting shot. Or maybe I have a teenage son that's hanging with the wrong crowd. My fear is that he might end up getting gunned down in these streets. Well, if you keep living like that, your son is going to die in these streets because of your fear. We may have to do a live show on fear to teach people based on the scriptures that fear is the faith of the devil. And if you're operating by that,
The
you're
garbage
going to
in the
definitely
box.
lose. So you don't want to do that. Let's get back to the stream.
You know? So here I go, trying to console my baby and telling her, yeah, baby, I'll come get you tomorrow. I'll come get you. Don't cry, baby. It's going to be okay. Just stay the night with your mama. I'll come get you tomorrow. That's what she wanted, right? Guess what she said? Why you just can't stay here? Why you just can't stay the night with me?
Wow.
You know what I had to tell my daughter? I can't, baby.
One of the worst things a father can say to his child is that he can't. We don't want to ever say those words. You know, when I look at my daughters and they ask for something, I always try to go out of my way to see if I can get it. Because you don't ever want to say no. Now, of course, if they're not doing good in school or they're not doing their chores or not doing what's right, of course, you're not supposed to spoil a child with material things. But fathers never want to say no to their daughters when we see they're in pain and they want you to stay or whatever the case is. So for him to have to say no or I can't, that hurt him deeply because he know him and the baby mama got issues. You know? See, the parents is causing these problems. You know? Sometimes, even under circumstances where you and your baby mama have drama, sometimes we have to get to the point as adults where we have that conversation. Like, look, we know we got issues.
Yep.
We know we're on the wrong page. But if possible, is it a possibility that we could do this thing and make it right? Or y'all just so far gone, there's no room for reconciliation? Because it may be a possibility that it's not just that you weren't supposed to be with that woman and y'all not equally yoked together. It could be that both of y'all minds haven't been renewed on purpose and what you're supposed to do. Because when you got together with her, y'all had no problem having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were in agreement about that. But
the agreement
like
is
in most
over.
relationships or situationships, people go dating and then they have sex. It's all cool until a baby comes. Then all of a sudden the woman want to break up. Normally it's the woman that always break up. Or if she don't know who the baby daddy is, typically it's because she was having sex with about 3 to 4 guys at the same time.
Could have just been 2.
Women
Why
have
had
a
it been
menstrual
3 or
cycle.
4?
So if they get pregnant and they're dealing with one man, it's very clear who the father is if you're dealing with one man. If you're a sister and you're viewing the stream and you don't know who the father of your child is, it's because you were having sexual relations with multiple men at the same damn time.
I kind of figured that out.
You were riding dirty.
Yeah.
Because there's no excuse of I don't know who the baby father is. So when we see these Maury shows and everybody's talking about you are not the father and all this nonsense, the reason why those ladies don't know who the father is because they were sleeping around with everybody. This is the culture we live in. And the harvest is all of these babies
Oh,
that are growing up in these dysfunctional homes. You could
This
be
is
the
why I
best
can't.
dad. You could be the best mom. But when your child's
something is
growing up
going
without the
on.
father there and
Man,
without the
this
mom there
Wi-Fi
and everything is
horrible.
dysfunctional, the child's still suffering.
Or somebody
So
flagging
no
it.
matter
I
how
don't
much you
know.
financially support your child, no matter how much you're there to give them that emotional support, and you're doing all the father duties, doing all the mother duties, your child is still suffering because the family structure is not there. We have to get back to family structure.
See,
We got to stop thinking about sex all day and focus.
and what men won't, what men won't admit, that's how you create a bitter woman. That's how you create a bitter woman. It has nothing to do with you're a cheater or you left her for another woman. The thing is that in her mind, she wanted a family structure. Now that can go both ways. If a woman is doing something, then that man becomes bitter. Well, whoever does the dirt makes the other one bitter. And if you make, and I cannot express this to you guys enough, if you make the next person bitter in the relationship, they pay you back when you out of the relationship. People think they could do what they want to do to people, and then now you want to play the victim. So if you do somebody dirty in the relationship, they're gonna fix your ass at the relationship after the relationship. Ain't no just move on. Well, you need to move on. You need to do this. No, what I need, no, you hurt me. Now you have to feel some hurt. And it's not just because you did what you did. It's now because you have now made them a single mama. Now they got to have another man in the house around their kids, which some are scared. Some women so scared to have other men around their kids, they get to an age where their youth is not even there, but they put their kids first. And you got some women, you may can get you a good man. And then you got some that may abuse your child. Because the man, but that all depends on the man. If a man is active in his child's life, a man is really not going to abuse the child because he know he has to see that father. He has to see that father. So women, if you know your man is not good with his hands, and you know that he's a very simple man and he's not a fighter, you make sure your new man is not a fighter too. You have to make sure when you meet people, make sure your man is always equal. Make sure they're equal. Same way when men, when you think you're the best thing, he found another woman just like you. So you ain't nothing special about you. You may think because you did all the cook ting and clean ting because these ladies sit up there on these feminist shows telling you all these things to do. So it's other women that's gonna do the same thing. But the minute you walk out that door and you move on with your life, it's hard for the person who's stuck with the baby to move on with their life. So now their plan is, how do I get you? So anytime you hear a man say a woman is going after me, the next question is, what did you do to that woman? She going after everything. She's not compromising. She's being nasty. She won't let you see your kids. So your new man won't be his exactly. Because exactly, I'm trying to teach y'all some tricks here. Trying to teach y'all some tricks of the trade. They always got to be equal.
Well, not me, cause I'm going to get what he named Debo.
No, but I'm saying though, if the man is more stronger than the father, And so that means he's not scared of what he's going to do to that man's kid because he know he could beat that man's behind.
Oh well, he better know how to whoop ass because I'm getting Debo.
I'm talking about somebody who's going to physically abuse a
Oh,
kid.
oh, 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 okay.
So if you, Dwayne, you always be leaving me. I see you for 5 minutes, then you just leave me be.
For
You have a
weeks,
beautiful
weeks at
night.
a time. Come on.
Yeah, so that's what I mean by if you don't know that you're going to have an abusive man that may can do something to your child, then you have to find someone that's equal to the father. So if he's not good with his hands, and he ain't good with his hands neither. So that means that makes the child more safe. But if you got a man that's not about that life, and now you meet a man that's about that life, he ain't scared of your man because he know your man ain't about that life. So he gonna still do what he gonna do to your kids and beat you up too. He ain't worry about no man coming in because he know he ain't about that life. But if you got a man that's about that life, then you have to make sure your next man is about that life too. Because it takes one to know one. Yeah, I know homeboy, he about that life. I ain't gonna mess with him. And the other man be like, listen, I ain't gonna mess with him neither. He about that life.
Focus on family structure. Where are we going as a people? What are we trying to accomplish? What are we trying to build? What are we doing? Everything today is about partying and bullshitting. Adults, grown adults, and this is what we're doing right now. None of us is taking relationships serious. The only time we want to take a relationship serious is when we're 35, 40, 45. Now, all of a sudden, now we want to settle down and do what's right. And it's too late because the quality pool of men that was there are not there no more. You want to give Pookie and Ray Ray the best years of your life when you were in your prime. You giving them that wet, sweet vagina in your prime after you've been ran through by everybody, had 2-3 kids by different men, venereal diseases, abortions, trauma, baggage, bitterness, heartbroken. Now 35, 40. Now you on YouTube checking out the Righteous Brothers, trying to get one of them to wife you up.
Oh well, it's never too late. It's never too late.
So you want to give me the worst years of your life while I'm at the top of my game, and you're expecting me to be happy and proud to take you on as a wife when you destroyed your life.
No, it's still.
So you give the best years of your life to the worst possible men, but want the best quality men to come later on in life and bail you out.
No, they ain't bailing me out. My kids are grown.
See, you sisters got to hold yourselves accountable for this.
Yeah, but our kids are grown.
Just like the brothers got to hold themselves accountable for this.
Hold up now.
You brothers got to stop sleeping around with all these damn women, getting them pregnant, and then you crying about child support. If you got on child support because you were messing around with some woman and you did her dirty, you got exactly what you needed. You deserve that. If it was up to me, the Most High should just put you to death. Because you brothers are wicked as hell. Because when you get with our sisters, you're supposed to be getting with them because you want to build with them and build family, not get with them just to release yourself. You got to be the type of man that when you get with a woman, you not playing. You with this sister because you want to build with her on some real shit. Too many brothers just want to get with sisters just to have sex. What is wrong with us as men? Where are the quality men that want to do right? Where are the standards? All we want to do is play around with women, see how much women we could get, how much women I got on my roster. Then when you're on child support, now you crying on YouTube. In the comment section of different videos talking about, yeah, all these baby mamas, man, these baby mamas, these women ain't right. You know, they putting brothers on child support, they doing this and that. No, you put yourself on child support when you planted your seed in that woman. You did.
The wrong head, Caroline.
You know? Shout out to from downtown 202296. What a super chat. Yeah.
Did you know that there's a simple little tweak to your coffee routine that when you
Said that's real spill, Ringo. Those conversations are hard to have, but need to be had. Appreciate your support. Let's get back into the show.
Me having to tell my daughter that made me emotional. When I pulled off and I'm thinking about that, it made me emotional. I'm getting emotional talking about it now. That's the thing. That's one of the things I really never hear a man talk about. We talk about the child support aspect of it, and we can talk about that because I had my experience with that. I'm on child support right now.
Notice that, brothers. He's on child support right now. He's on child support right now. But it's cool because, you know, he loves his kids. He loves his kids, but he's paying the price. He accepts the fact that, look, did what I did. I'm on child support. I'm not going to sit here and cry like most of you brothers on YouTube. You know, you cry all day about these women putting you on child support, but yet you're the one who's planting your seed inside of them. You're the one who's out there putting your seed inside of these sisters, and then you want to cry. You brothers are hypocrites, man. A bunch of damn hypocrites. Pumping our sisters up. And then when you get those papers and your check is being garnished, now you want to come on YouTube and cry. These sisters ain't right, man. You know what I mean? Forget about her, man. Can't stand these women, man. Brothers, you know what I'm saying? We got to do... No. You caused your own problem. It wasn't that sister. It wasn't that. She did exactly what she did. You know what I mean? She did exactly what she needed to do to you. Because if it was up to you, you would just use that sister, pump her, fill her up with babies, and go your way with no accountability. All praises to the Most High for child support. Because what it does, it's like a taskmaster's whip. It takes you brothers and it whip you, put you back in shape, let you know you ain't going away. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. Now, of course, you got a lot of good brothers out there that may be good men, and they're on child support too. Ringo, what about that? Why those brothers are on child support? Why they're being punished? Well, I got an answer for that. They chose that woman. Did you get to know that sister? No, you didn't get to know her. So, why are you complaining for? You didn't get to know her. You just wanted some sex. So just because you're a good brother and you were put on child support, it don't mean that, you know, the sister should just let you go. You chose that woman. You never got to get to know her. So if she's trying to cash in off of you, it is what it is. Because we know most sisters that put brothers on child support, the money don't even go to the child. The money go to her hair. The money go to her eyelashes. The money go to her Balenciagas. The money go to her purse. Go to that new iPhone that she just picked up. It don't go to the children. We know that already. But it is what it is. You made the choice. You got to deal with those consequences. Let's go. Let's get back into this.
Because I wasn't taking care of my child, that I ended up on child support. So understand, deadbeats ain't the only ones that end up on child support. So let's go ahead and make that clear. I done seen somebody point that out in the comments before, trying to insinuate that I was some kind of deadbeat dude.
What he's basically saying, just for the record, is that I guess when he shared that he's on child support, people were trying to say the reason why you're on child support is because you're a deadbeat dad. Not all the time. I just finished explaining that. You have a lot of men that are good brothers. It's just that they got caught up in the system because of their bad choices. It is what it is. So don't try to insinuate that the reason why he's on child support, or if a man is on child support, is because he's a deadbeat. Not all the time. In most cases, these be brothers that work, they provide for their children, but their woman is vindictive and she want to make his life a living hell and put him on child support anyway. You know, a lot of times, a lot of young women, they get told by their mom, grandmother, or whoever to just put him on child support anyway, even though he's a good man. Just put him on child support. That way you can have a steady income coming in and you could do what you need to do. It's not even about the child anymore. It's just about putting men on child support. There's a lot of good brothers that are on child support. It doesn't mean they're bad men. They're not. They're good brothers. It's just that they made some bad choices, got with the wrong woman, and it is what it is, man. Let me see. We have another super chat. You see, Straightway, Georgia, Elder Rufus. What's going on, brother? Appreciate the support. Let me see where my button at here, man. Thanks for the support. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate that support. Shout out to Straightway. And also, everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to Pastor Dow's channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to Pastor Dow's channel. It is what it is. Brother been putting in truth for a long time. That's a real brother, a real leader. You know what I mean? All of you brothers on YouTube who claim you in this truth, if you ain't listening to Pastor Dow, if you ain't gaining skills from what it means to be a man, I don't know what else to tell you.
Before. But
Yep.
anyways, that ain't what this video about. But men don't talk about
Whose phone number is it in a movie or drama? Many people have seen Netflix.
the psychological aspect, the psychological damage that we do to our kids when we out here just having sex, not thinking about the consequences that come behind it. You know, this right here, what I just experienced, is one of the main reasons why I'm not one of these guys that promote men just using women, having sex, getting what you want out of them, and going on about your business. I have seen the dark side of what can happen to not only your kid's mom, but what happened to your kids by you doing that. Because
I'm glad that he spoke on the fact that he don't endorse those kind of brothers that go out there just using women for sex. And he made it clear that he's seen the dark side of this. You know, it means that he learned, he's seen, he experienced, and see, it takes men admitting their shortcomings, because that's how we grow and take responsibility for their actions. And because of what he's seen, I'm sure he's not going to make this type of mistake with a woman. He's going to most likely,
Hey, my
hope
baby
take
Nicole.
heed
Hey,
to
Miss
the
Rod.
experiences he had, and moving forward would get to know a woman for who she is and understand her spirit, to know if she's on the team for the Most High, for purpose, you know, being a helpmate. And it's not just about sex. Sex is good. Sex is a part of life. The Most High created sex. It is what it is. But when it comes to a relationship, marriage, union, taking care of your children, man, it's a lot of work. You have to have purpose. Your woman got to understand who you are. You got to be on the same page. And you have to be focused on moving your children to the promised land, because we're not going to all be here. I'm here today, you know, Most High willing, I see tomorrow, but I don't know when my day comes. Only the Most High know that. This is why I'm trying to get as much done as possible, because I need to make sure that I'm doing my part. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know how long you're going to be in this world. You think you're going to be here tomorrow because you want to. But once your purpose is up, the Most High going to pull you out. You know? There's a lot of people that departed this world and they didn't know that they were leaving the next day. They didn't make preparations for that departure. So as men, we got to live today. Live today as if today was our last day. Why? Because it will push you to do more. Because time is limited. We don't have much time to be playing around. You know, we got to be out here putting in work for the Most High, because when this life is over, he's going to ask you to give an account for your life. He's going to be like, look, I gave you a platform on YouTube. What did you do with it?
Exactly.
I gave you skills, talents, and gifts. What did you do with it?
Thank you.
I
Cook
gave
and
you
clean all
strength
day.
and youthfulness to build. What did you do with it? You just went out there being a player, just getting with women, having sex, creating babies. Didn't
Yep.
do a damn thing with your platform.
Yep.
What did you use your money for?
Yep.
Did
Tell
you
a
use it for
story.
my glory?
Tell it.
Or you just trying to impress some woman?
Tell a story. Yes,
You know how
right.
many men lose their soul over women? The Bible warns you more about wicked women than anything else. The Bible is constantly warning men to avoid the wicked woman and how she can make you lose your soul, and her bed is the gateway to hell and all sorts of stuff. But we're not reading to understand. We just see some tail, we see a nice behind, some pretty face, and we ready to go in. Not realizing that our soul is required for this. You know? Shout out to Stephen Hunter for another super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Said, true enough, child support is judgment from the Most High, but extortioners will be judged also. Yeah, of course. You know, people that use child support for the purpose of just taking money out of a man, they're going to all be judged. The Most High is not mocked or made a fool of. You know, whatever a man or a woman sow, that's what they're going to also reap. No one escapes judgment. No one. You think you're going to escape the judgment of the Most High? Where are you going to hide? Under a box? The Most High know exactly what you're doing. So if you're a woman and you're using child support to cripple a man because he's in a new relationship, the Most High going to get you. Trust and believe, you're going to get yours. You know? Shout out to Humble Royal for the super chat. Appreciate your support. Yeah. Said, thanks for this video, Ringo. I'm 19 and haven't been in any sexual relationship. And this video is showing me the do's and don'ts of getting into a relationship. Truly, thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
I got some coffee.
You know, just stay on point.
I got some coffee. Let me see.
You know what I mean? Focus on your purpose. And just be
Caroline,
about your business and don't get caught up. Learn
coffee.
from the mistakes that you hear and see from other men. You know, if you're a young brother, you know what I mean? Look at the videos, look at other content creators, look at the mistakes brothers made, look at their W's, their L's, and it's going to only make you better as a man. You know what I mean? And then as you age and you get older and you do the right thing, now you pass that wisdom down to your offspring and other brothers that are around you. Be that influence as a man. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. All right, let me get back into this. Let's go.
Make no mistake about it. If you out here having sex with a bunch of different women, eventually you're gonna slip up. Now you can talk about plan B. You know, I done seen skits. Dudes talking about, yeah, go ahead and take this plan B. You can talk about plan B. You can talk about abortions. You can talk about all that. But understand this. The more sex you have, the more chance, if you being irresponsible, for you to impregnate somebody.
Yep.
And you need to not only think about the whole aspect of child support and all that, but you need to think about what your kids are going to go through and what they're going to experience from you being irresponsible. A man has all the control during one part of the relationship, one part of the interaction between a man and a female. A man has all of the control after the consent is, after you get consent. You have all the control before you penetrate a woman.
You brothers better pay attention to what this man is saying right here. You need to pay attention. You have all the control in the beginning part. Before you penetrate that woman, you have all the control. There is no excuses for you complaining when your life gets destroyed because you get on child support. Because you have the option of not impregnating her. A woman can't get pregnant without a seed. So if you know you don't want no babies, why have sex with her? Why? Because once you impregnate her, you lose all control. And this is where you brothers complain that the system is against you and the system is against men. We know that the system in most ways is against us as men and they favor women. But I believe that the Most High also placed judgment within the system. Because at the end of the day, the Most High used the system for his judgment against us for our wickedness.
Hey, Tracy, welcome.
So when we're not responsible as men, he's going to use the system and we're going to lose all power. And the woman is going to rule over us. There's even scripture in the Bible about that. You know, because we don't want to follow the Most High, the woman is going to surpass you. Now she got the control. Now she get to dictate what you can and can't do. To the point where the child support you on is messing up your new family that you have because the resources is being split to over there. You know, and you know the woman ain't using the money for the child. So it makes you even more angry. I personally believe that when it comes to child support, there should be a system in place that make the woman get like some sort of card, a credit card, or some sort of device that once the money gets transferred to her on this card, she can only use it for the child. In other words, for food that benefit the child, clothing that benefit the child. She can't use it for her hair. She can't use it for cell phones. She can't use it for anything else other than the child.
That sounds good, but don't forget we got bills in the house. So if the portion of that goes to the kid, the mother still has money to do things, to go get her hair done and other stuff done. So if the mother is paying the bills with her money, it all depends. It all depends on when you get paid and when the child support come in. So you only time is really wrong when your child gets nothing and the mother looking really good and the child looking like a hand-me-down. That's when we have problems. That's when they need to go back to that court. That's when that system needs to be set up. There's no need to get child support and your the child look like a hand-me-down and your child is hungry. Them are not the women that's bitter anyway. Them not the bitter women. Them women that's for the streets. That's the woman that's for the streets. That's not a bitter woman. Bitter woman, she's taking your money. She's gonna spend it on your child, but that's because you messed up her life. In her mind, you messed up her life. You messed up her happiness. You messed up her family. She thought she was gonna grow old with you, but you left. And sometimes, if you mess up, a lot of men don't know how to fight for the relationship. Some men, they can mess up, and just because the woman is really upset what she's granted to be, they don't understand it's a grace period for her to absorb it and let it go. So they so guilty, they don't fight and they leave. They don't say, hey, I did this. Okay, baby, if I cheated, here's my cell phone. There's no lock on my cell phone. Check it anytime you want to. Now, you tell a woman that she ain't going to check it now. You done gave her the permission to check it. She don't want to check it now.
And what it does, when that's happened, you also get to go on the computer and go to that account and you can see what your baby mama bought your child. That way, you know that your child is being taken care of, and it's a balance where she's being held accountable for how the money is being spent. See, the government really don't care because they get a cut from your child support. It's a money-making business. But the way I explained it, that's how it should be. So that as a man, you got a peace of mind of knowing that your child is getting the resources needed and your money isn't going into some damn hair weave or some eyelashes or some new tattoo that she wants to impress some man. Instead, your babies are being taken care of. That way, she could never say you're a deadbeat dad and you don't take care of your child. You could pull up the receipts and say, look, this is the printout from online. She used the card to take care of the child. These are all the items she bought. I did what I had to do as the father. So I'm not no deadbeat. I take care of my kids. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. Shout out to Fantasia for joining Team Ringo. Appreciate you. Fantasia Green, welcome to Team Ringo. Shout out to brother Ryan for the super chat. Appreciate your support.
Exactly, Tracy.
That righteous men love correction. Yeah, righteous men love correction. Wicked men hate correction. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about how when a person is wicked, they're gonna despise you if you even try to correct them. There's a lot of
Exactly.
brothers on social media, we even on the YouTube
The wicked
platform, that
shall
when I
flee.
correct them, they get angry and they want to lash out and they want to fight and argue. And I don't really pay them no mind. I just focus on the work of the Most High. I don't have time for none of the back and forth. So that's pretty much why I have comments disabled on my platform. Not that I just want to disable comments, but I really don't have time for the nonsense. You have to understand, I'm too busy doing the work of the Most High, dealing with my family and other issues. I don't got no time to be arguing with people in the comments. I believe that the only people that are worthy to post comments are people that actually support the platform, support the shows, and actually participate in the live streams. I really don't want to hear no afterthoughts after the show is over and people want to give me their thoughts. I really don't want to hear that. Speak now or forever hold your peace. It is what it is. Let's get back into this. Let's go.
After that, all the control fall in that woman hand. And
See?
if you ain't having sex with somebody that ain't right for you, that's right for you. If you having sex with one of your one night stands and y'all don't really know each other like that, y'all ain't even in a relationship, you just seen her, she's sexy and you want some. If you having a relationship with a sexual relationship with a woman like that, somebody that you know for a fact you would not choose to be your wife, you are playing Russian roulette. Because if that woman end up getting pregnant and she decide I'm not taking no plan B, and on top of that I'm not having no abortion for whatever reason it is, if it's a religious reason, or maybe she just want a child, maybe she trying to keep you, I don't know what the reason would be for a woman to not get an abortion, because people got their whole, their own reasons, you know. But if that woman decides she keeping that child, you are along for the ride. There's nothing you can say or do to get any kind of control in that situation.
Wow. You see that, brothers? Once that woman says she's having that child, you going along for the ride.
We're not even going to include snacks, food, lunch money. I mean, these kids are expensive. I don't know what a man think bringing a child a pair of sneakers that that they did their job, or they bought him a couple of outfits. Okay, this child got to eat every day. This child need, especially in the summertime, you want to take your kids out. They get hot. They want soda. They want juice. They want snacks, haircuts, field trips. Y'all can just name. Y'all can name them going down the line. That's why it's really. That's why it's hard to get that machine together. But see, a man won't know that his child support is not going to the child unless he see the child on the regular. He didn't see his child on the regular, so the mother's going to do what she wants to do. But if that man is in that child's life and he's paying child support, he will know if that money is going to the child. But he see his child once in the blue moon, and that's why that mother was able to do what she want to do with that child support. But every time I see my kids, and they ain't never this, they ain't never that. That's because you don't see them often. If you see that child often, you can be like, yo, hold up. And then you need to videotape them conversations. When you have a conversation like that, when it comes down to the baby mother, you make sure you videotape it. And sometimes what a lot of men don't want to tell you is they don't give much in child support. Y'all think the word child support is a lot of money. A lot of men don't make that much money to really give you good child support. Sometimes that child support, you get that child that little bit of money for snacks. Then the real things come in handy. We're not going to forget cell phone, Wi-Fi. All these kids got cell phones. That's another bill. Unlike when we was young, we only had one phone in the house. That was one bill. Now it's more than one bill because you got a cell phone, your child got a cell phone, you got other kids, they have cell phones. These video games cost money. That's Wi-Fi. So even if you don't have cable, you still got to pay for Wi-Fi to do a lot of stuff. Okay? So child support don't cover that much. Child support ends at 18. When the kids go to college, you still have to take care of them. My son is 19, going away to college, and I'm still sending him care packages and money. Exactly. So let's not make it seem like child support is like, oh my goodness, I never got to work again. I get child support. No. A lot of these men crying about child support. Have anybody ever asked these men how much do you pay in child support? They'll sit around in the whole group and dog a woman out because they pay child support. But they would never say, hey, some men only pay $25. Some men only pay $25. Some men work off the books so they don't even have to support their child. Men find ways to get out of taking care of their kids. And then they want the mothers to not be bitter. It's like you keep the mother bitter. Like, I don't care how wrong a man did a woman. After a while, she's going to let it go. Because we all grow up. And if she see you step up and you doing what you're supposed to do, especially for, in her mind, her child, but it's really both of you guys' child, but in her mind, yo, he's doing what he got to do for my son, or he's doing what he got to do for my daughter. You know what? Let me ease back. Let me ease off. But no, they do a lot of twisted stuff. And that if you think she was bitter, she's going to stay bitter. It's never going to be no peace. And then they forget them children get older, kids going to get married. And believe me, some mothers will not come to their kids' wedding if daddy's there. Because they feel daddy did not deserve to even be there. But the child want their parents there. But nope, nope, and nope.
So what are you willing to do? You want to go out there, have sex, get it in. You want to listen to dating coaches pumping and dumping our sisters. I mean, I really don't understand. How could you brothers take our women, lay up with them, and then leave them? I just don't understand how, as men, you could just do that. I mean, I know they got women out here that they're into that stuff. Some women out here don't mind you getting with them, have sex and leave them, because they're doing the same thing. But I'm talking about you brothers that just get with our women just to pump and dump them. I mean, would you want somebody to do that to your daughter?
They don't care. They doing it.
Why are you doing that to our women?
They doing it to their daughters too.
The scripture says to prostitute not the daughters of Zion. You're not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm. I love when he comes.
You got to get off of OnlyFans. All you brothers, you got accounts on OnlyFans to see women tail. What are you doing? You a grown-ass man. Why are you registering to OnlyFans to get an account just so you could see a woman's breast? You're a wicked brother, man. That's some serious thirst. That's a demon, bro. That's a demon. You on Instagram liking every woman's post. You're so beautiful, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. Brother, go get a job. Go get a job. Be productive. You know, spend some time doing some work. Go to Pastor Dow's page and learn how to lay a foundation for a house. See the brothers at work so that you can get motivated to become productive. And stop looking for pussy all day. You know, like really, seriously, because it's driving you crazy. You're losing your mind. You're letting all these women thirst trap you through sex craft on social media. The worst thing that ever happened to our women was social media. Once a sister got a cell phone, her life destroyed. Because now she could just sit in the comfort of her own home, put her cell phone up, and just be a prostitute. And go to OnlyFans and make a killing. And you idiot males will go up there and financially support her. Ain't that something? There's a time when a woman had to go to the strip club and be a stripper. Now she don't need to do that. She could just go to OnlyFans, set up a pole in her house, and be a stripper online. And you fools are going to pay for it. That's crazy, right? And then you want to go DM her to try to hook up with her, knowing what she's doing, knowing all of these men are in her inbox. Then you end up hooking up with her.
True,
you have
Tracy.
sex with her.
That
now
is
she's
so
pregnant.
true. I had to get a business phone. Mm-hmm.
You like, hey, babe, you took the morning after pill. Did you take something? Are you on birth control? It's too late for all of that, bro. She's pregnant. Now she's going to have the child. Now your life is over. And see, it's sad because a lot of babies are being born into this world and they're not even loved. They're not even loved.
Mm-hmm.
See, my 4 daughters, they came into this world because I wanted to have them. They were planned. How many of you brothers are bringing children in this world that wasn't planned? You didn't plan it. The sister just got pregnant. See, if that happened to you, you didn't want them. You really didn't want them. So kids are being born into this world with no love.
Mm-hmm.
You're wondering why they're suffering and have so much problems, man. We got to clean up this mess that we started, or else the children are going to pay for it. Shout out to Chosen for the super chat. Appreciate your support. You said, I told a woman that she should only sleep with a man that wants to be with her long term and build a family. She told me she think women should have casual relationships and sleep around if they want. Wow.
Of course a man gonna say that to throw you
bad,
off.
Man.
It may not even be true.
But this is what's happening in our culture. Women believe that it's okay
No.
for them to sleep around
He wanted
with as
to
many
break
men.
your conversation.
And what's sad is later in life, the same sisters are going to want a quality man to wife them up.
He wanted to break like them men be lying. That was a lie. I felt it. He lied. He lied. I could feel the lie.
They believe that they could just go around having casual relationships. Women don't realize how precious their vagina is, that you would just allow any man to just get up inside of you. Think about what you're.
Oh, come on.
Any man just come in and release his spirit in you. How much times must I teach this, ladies? When you have sex with a man, you go through a metamorphosis. I'm going to do a video to explain this.
I got some coffee.
Like a bottle. You see how clear that is?
Coffee.
That's your spirit when you are a
virgin.
Thank
you so
Now, I'm going to do a video stream where I'm going to demonstrate body count and how this thing works. I'm going to do a video on that because most of you sisters, your spirits is polluted. It's polluted with the spirits of many men. You deal with a brother, you have sex with him, you become his wife. He's essentially your husband. Sex equals marriage. Not walking down the aisle saying, I do. When you have sex, you become one. The woman becomes one with the man. But society tells you need a piece of paper to be married. So people think that they're single, even though they're having sex. This is why we live in an adulterous nation, where so many women are adulteresses and so many men are adulterers because they're sleeping around with each other's mates. It's one big mess. Ladies, when you lay up with a man, he releases spirit in you. You go through a metamorphosis. You take on his spirit. You begin to go through a transformation. You begin to look like him. You develop certain features. His personality, his habits, different things about this brother you begin to notice. You're becoming to be just like him. But it don't stop there. You get with another man. You lay with him. You go through another metamorphosis. Now you gain in weight because the brother that you have, he have weight on him. Your body is only trying to mimic that of your husband. So now you took on all of his personalities and everything else. All of the traumas, hurts, demons, and everything. You get with another man. You go through the same exact cycle. Now you're at the point where your mind have been polluted with so many different demonic spirits of different men, so many soul ties.
Uh-oh.
It's summertime, it's hot outside, you're looking real good, but your body is filled with demons, polluted. You're no longer clear. Instead, it's darkened. But you see a brother
Thank you,
over there
Miss
looking
Rod.
good.
I'm gonna have me some
He
good
holler
coffee
at you because you
tomorrow.
still look fine, even though you're in darkness. This is why the Bible says that most of these wicked people, they're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. On the outside, you're like a tombstone with the flowers. You know when you go to a cemetery and they got the tombstone there and it's the grass is cut, the flowers are nice. You look like that. But if we were to dig you up and look in the inside, you're full of dead men bones and all uncleanness. So this good brother see you from afar. You see him and you smiling, but he don't know your body count is 55. He don't know you had 5 abortions. He don't know you can't even produce babies anymore because you destroyed your womb. Not only through sex with multiple men, but through the use of various toys that you get from Satan's markets. Now you want this good brother to settle down with you. You're ready to settle down now. You're ready to get off that ride.
Oh well.
Now you want Mr. Goodbar to do the right thing.
So
See, that pretty much explains the comment by Chosen. She believes that she could just go out there and have casual relationships and sleep around. But later in life, Satan is going to come for payment, and her soul is going to be required for her. All ladies that want to sleep around, all ladies that want to go out there and do whatever they got to do, you're going to all pay the horrible price. It is what it is, man. Shout out to brother New Breed.
How many
See you in the
bodies
building.
do
What's
Mr.
going
Goodbar
on?
have? Girl, you ain't right.
That was a good stream that you had. All my subscribers, make sure you subscribe to New Breed. If you're not, subscribe to New Breed. Subscribe to New Breed now. I'm not one of them selfish content creators. I don't care who get my subscribers. Breed is putting in work for the Most High. I don't care if all my subscribers go and subscribe. I don't care. We need to get this message out. We need our brothers and sisters to gain truth. That's what this is about. You know what I mean? So let's get back into this. Oh, see, I had the button on. I was about to make a mistake. Wow. See. All right, let's go.
If the relationship don't work out and y'all end up having to go y'all separate ways, you're gonna have to spend a portion of your income to take care of that child, no matter if the child lives with you or not.
Yep.
You're gonna have to, your child gonna have 2 wardrobes. Your child gonna have
New Wi-Fi, new Wi-Fi, new Wi-Fi.
2 sets of Pampers. Your child gonna have 2 sets of formula. Your child gonna have 2 sets. In some cases, your child gonna have 2 different birthdays. Because some of us have such toxic relationships with our kids' parents that we can't even stand to be around each other to last a full birthday party with each other.
That's true.
I experienced that for my own self. So believe me when I tell you, it's possible. Just think about all the money that's wasted from you having to buy 2 sets of everything. If you have a woman that wants to make you fight for custody of your children, that is not cheap.
It's not.
You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars. Trust me when I tell you, I told you, I got 50-50 custody of my kids. People don't willingly go to court and ask for 50-50 custody of their kids. They would rather deal with that situation outside of the courts. You want to know why? because it's expensive. And then number two, in my opinion, if we go half on a baby, we should, even if the relationship break up, we should still share equal roles in the kids' lives. It's not a matter of being in control or anything like that. It's just purely from a standpoint of your kid is going to need both of his parents. The ideal situation is to be married and have your children with a woman that you have a healthy relationship with, and vice versa. Don't be like me. I'm trying to tell you. Do not put yourself in that predicament where you end up having a split family and you got to raise your kids from 2 different households and you can't get along with your kids' mom. Make sure you are dealing with women that you can see a future with.
Brothers have to pay attention, man. Make sure you deal with women that you can have a future with. Wow. You got to do that, man. Like, brothers be out here just dealing with women that you know you don't have no future with. And then when you get pregnant, now you want to cry. You know? You got to take heed to what the brother is saying, man. Real talk, man. You got to take heed to what he's saying. Shout out to El Ortez with a super chat. Appreciate your support. Thanks to Man of God for the super chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to Godly Moist for the super chat. Man of God said, peace, Ringo. Thank you for the hardcore truth. Yardley said, this dude on the video is a simp. I can't take him serious. Peace, King.
You see that?
Keep dropping knowledge.
You see that?
Well, that's your opinion. If
you see that?
Simp, whatever the case is.
You see that?
But nonetheless, to brothers that have ears to hear, you have to take heed to what we are showing on the stream. Again, I don't know the brother personally or what he do or all his content. Maybe some of you might know. I'm not here for that, to pass judgment. What I'm here is to hold you, brothers, accountable for fucking all of our women when the cameras are off and then talking shit online. What are you doing? Let's worry about what you doing.
That's right. Tell them.
What are you doing?
Before I get scratch them out. Before I scratch them out.
That's the question we need to ask. What are you doing? Let's not worry about what another brother is doing. What are you doing?
That was so
with
disrespectful.
Are you taking advantage of them?
That was
disrespectful.
Are
you taking responsibility for your kids?
Ooh.
What are you doing as men? Too many times we want to look at what the other brother doing and we judge him because he's out there. He's in the public. We could see him. But we're not walking in his shoes to know the reality of what he's going through. This stream is to hold you brothers accountable based on what you are doing. I'm not here to judge him on what his life is like or what he's doing. It's to teach the younger and the older men to learn from his mistakes. Too many times as men, we don't want to take accountability. We want to blame women. It's all the woman's fault. If she only used birth control, this wouldn't have happened. No, if you didn't put your rod inside of her, she would not be pregnant. Do you understand me? If you didn't put your rod in her, she won't be pregnant. Take responsibility for your actions as men. What are you doing? How do you communicate with our women? When you see our sisters in the street, are you just trying to get with them because you just want to have sex? That's it? How many of you brothers sincerely?
That's right. Get on his ass. Nerve him.
A beautiful woman, period. How many of you brothers really, when you want to get with her, it's because you want to build a family? How many? Most of you don't care for no family. You just see a nice looking sister, nice looking body, and you just like, yo, I want to hit that.
He a simp.
When I see our women,
damn,
I see the daughters of Zion. I see growth. I see a vessel of honor in whom can be used for the master's use to to bring forth purpose. I see women that are vulnerable, that can easily be manipulated. And I feel that my job as a man is to lead them away from the type of men that just want to manipulate and destroy their souls. Too many of our women are being destroyed by our brothers. Most of you brothers, you have the same spirit like Adam. You just want to blame a woman for every goddamn thing. The Most High put Adam in the garden to guard the garden from intruders. He commanded him, don't eat of the fruit of this tree, don't do this, keep away the intruders. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Most High. His wife, Eve, is roaming through the garden, running to the serpent. Serpent is like, hey, how you doing, beautiful? You looking good right there. She's like, oh, hi, how you doing? Have God said that you can't eat of that fruit? Well, I think he did. Yeah, he did. I think the Most High, he did say if we eat of that tree, we're going to be like God's. Our eyes are going to open up and we're going to know what is right from wrong. Yeah. Well, you know, I think what you should do is you should eat of the fruit because the Most High is hiding something from you. He's really hiding something from me? Of course he is. See, that's the weakness of women. They're easy to manipulate. A guy. Wow, you're naked too, babe. Wow, what did you do? Oh, I took of the fruit that the Most High said not to take of.
Hold up. Now here you go. You speak the scripture so well. Now you know Adam was right there. Adam was right there when she bit the apple. Read the next line. See, why do men leave that out? Why do men always leave that out? Why do they always leave out that they were there when Eve ate the apple? And all she did was pass it to him. Because it would be known since the first man, men could never be in control. God, remember, Eve didn't sin, Adam sinned. The commandment went to Adam. God spoke that to Adam. That's what he's saying. Hey, Tony. That's not what he's saying. He's saying Adam said, well, what happened? She said, I ate the apple. Why would he ask her what happened if he was right there? He didn't have to ask her what happened. Tony Fox, Harlem Free. Yeah, so a lot of people forget that part. Oh, he said Adam was supposed to be the lead. Oh, I rewinded back. I was going up the point that when he asked Eve what happened. And why would you ask Eve what happened if you were standing right there? And that Adam trying to blame. Yes. I'm going to rewind it back a little bit. Don't worry, baby. I got you. But I'm talking about the what happened part. Why would you ask her what happened? You right there.
So Adam took of the fruit. He didn't inquire where she got it from in detail. Once he took of the fruit.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's incorrect. He's incorrect. Don't make me pull my Bible out. Don't make me pull it out. He didn't know where the fruit came from. No, that's not what the scriptures say. That is not what the scriptures say. I know I heard right.
You can have a woman and she's out there with Satan right now. You could be a brother, you have a woman and your woman is giving head to another man at work. You don't know that because you don't know your woman.
Adam was gaslighting her.
Your woman could be giving another man the wop at work and you don't know that. You don't know who your woman is talking to. This is why as a man, you got to speak to your wife and make her understand who you are. If not, Satan is going to be speaking to her. So because of that, this woman ended up taking of the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything was cool, but nothing happened yet. So what she did, she went to the house, she put on her heels, got her toes done.
That's not what happened.
Put on a nice dress and went into the garden.
Let me get my Bible
saw
out.
Adam there.
See, he playing
said,
with
hey,
me
boo,
now.
how you doing?
No, he praying with me now. Now I'm about to pull out scripture. Just that one. See that part. That part is not fair. If we're going to preach the scripture, do it the whole way. Let me get my book. It's right. Guess what? It's right next to me. Oops, this is the wrong one. My God, is the daggone words are really small. She needs to understand who God is first and man, but man have to know God as well. He's just making them more in tune. He can make it whatever he wants, but don't make it seem like Adam didn't stand right there. Y'all got a Bible. Go read it. Oh, he don't know what happened. You did. He know what happened. He just let her bite the damn apple first to see what was going to happen, and then he bit the apple. But he stood. They were together. They were together. That's what scripture says. She said, "Okay, sugar. Okay, all right."
Adam is like, hey, baby, how you? Wow, you looking good right now. What you cook tonight, girl? She's like, well,
I
cook something good for you, baby, but I got some fruit that I want you to bite on.
I don't like
Adam
that.
is like, sweets, you looking kind of good. You got a brother thinking about the Lord. What fruit you got for me, baby? Oh, I got this fruit. Where did you get it from? Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Just take a bite. So Adam took of the fruit. He didn't inquire where she got it from in detail.
Yes, he did.
Once he took of the fruit, he noticed, like, damn, wow, I'm feeling like that. What's happening to me, Lord? What's happening? Baby, you're naked.
Thank you, Tony.
Wow, you're naked too, babe.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Wow, what did you do? Oh, I took of the fruit that the Most High said not to take of.
God said, do not add more. Do not add more to his scripture. Do not take it and do not add more to what his scripture says.
Here come the Most High in the garden. What is going on in the garden? And this is what you brothers do.
Now he's going to speak for real.
The woman that you gave me, she gave me this fruit, and my eyes were open. You brothers blame the woman. Rather than taking personal responsibility by telling the Most High that you messed up, instead, you blame the woman.
What's up, bro?
Us brothers, we've been blaming the black woman.
Oh yeah,
even from
he
the
did.
Biblical days,
he did.
Brothers.
He did. He said
we've been blaming women.
He said the woman did it.
We've been blaming women for everything.
He did that. Yes, he did.
Yes, our women got a lot of problems, but they got these problems because of us.
That's right.
And all those words to the black man's ears is like, whoo, they get very offended when they hear that because they want the woman to be the one to blame. But Ringo, it was the woman that brung sin into the world. It was the woman that did it. It's the woman. Listen, if you read the Bible, you would know that the scriptures warn you against the evil woman.
Wow.
You would have learned from Adam's mistakes. You would have learned from other brothers that did dirt.
Adam mistake.
You would have learned from King David having another man killed so that he could get his wife. You would have learned not to do this type of stuff. See, a lot of you brothers, you kill your own brothers just for some pussy. You haven't learned from King David's era. King David had a man put to death so that he can deal with his wife. And the Most High wasn't happy with that. He said, if you wanted more women, I could have gave you other women. But you had a man killed. This is what you brothers do today for some vagina. You'll have your own brother killed just so you could be with a woman.
The wicked heart.
And then when you kill that brother,
yes, Tony.
Now you go into prison. Now you're going to be in prison with a bunch of men. And the woman that you killed that brother for is going to be out in the street getting banged by other brothers. Now what? What did you gain in the process? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Think about that. Shout out to Rebel Queen, my bad. Sorry for that. Hey, that was good bloopers right there. But I'm sure you understand me. Rebel Queen for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thanks for your support. You said, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. That's true. That's scripture right there. That's truth right there. Let me see. Herbert Harris, appreciate you for the super chat. Thanks for your support. Yeah. Hey, when you're doing this stuff live, man, it's a lot of work. People think this is easy. You got buttons, all sorts of stuff. You got to make sure you press in and stuff. You got to do all sorts of stuff, man. You know, I mean, damn. Imagine you had a cat or a dog, and while you're doing a live stream, they just jump on top of your desk right in front of you and click a button and shut off your live stream.
My dog, my cat. Mm-hmm.
You know, some crazy things can happen when you live, man. Especially like imagine you in a kitchen. This is why I recommend that you have a studio or some sort of setup. Place is clean and tidy, because imagine you're in a kitchen and the walls are all white. You right next to the wall, you doing your live stream, and a damn roach is walking on the side of the wall. And you're streaming live.
I feel like every young man that's at a sexually active age needs to hear this type of message. Ain't nobody tell me this aspect of it before I had kids. I was 28 when I had kids. Now I was a grown man, but nobody had ever said anything to me about what I'm talking about. The only thing I had ever heard about a man and a woman having kids is that you can end up on child support. I done heard men talk about child support in the barbershop all the time.
See, that's the only thing most brothers hear when it comes to women, is that you can end up on child support, but nobody tell them about all the other issues. You know, he had to wait till when he's 28 to learn real life. You know, as men, we got to be responsible for our actions. Let me read a scripture that I see Jacob Jennings posted in the chat. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 29. A wicked man hardened his face, but as for the upright, he establishes his way. Yep, that's true. Let me see what we have. See. I don't know if I can pronounce this. RNOGC Music Group. Appreciate you for your super chat. Thanks for your support. And also shout out. Let's see. Bami Jane Brown. Bami J Brown for the super chat. Appreciate the act of you just speaking for the Most High to get on you and actually begin to use you to be that mark. But Rallo made a video where he was talking about men that pretty much want to live in a woman's house and how it's bad. I'm gonna do a live stream on that. I might do one later on tonight. Matter of fact, later on tonight, I'm gonna get me something to eat. We're gonna come back on probably, I would say, probably around.
Me, I told my baby mama if she ever put me on child support, she ain't getting nothing else out of me. All that's the type of stuff I used to hear from men. Nobody never told me, hey, the psychological aspect of having children out of wedlock and having children with somebody that's not right for you. So I saw a comment on the last video that I put out, the one I was talking about, the most important advice single mothers need to know about dating. I saw a comment in that video that made me feel like, yeah, I need to talk about this. On top of the fact that that situation happened with me yesterday, it's like it was perfect timing. Maybe it's a sign. It was a sign that I needed to talk about this. But shout out to you. I forgot your name, but whoever commented on that last video talking about and asked the question, why don't men talk about how important it is to guard your seed or something to that effect? You the inspiration behind this video. Shout out to you. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's important. And in my experience, men don't really talk about that aspect of having a child. So I wanted to be the one to give this perspective to my brothers and put it out there. Hey, this is the type of stuff that go on. You got to think about your children. I know we always see in the media or whatever the case may be, we always see the message of child support, custody, family court. The court system ain't fair to the men, and this and that and this and that. But also you got to think about the fact that us just having the urge to have sex and not really paying attention to what we doing and having self-control and dealing with women that we can actually see ourselves in relationships with, us not doing those things, being careful about what we do with our, you know what I'm saying, causes a lot of trauma in these kids' lives. And we may not, I know for a fact that I never thought about that aspect of it. Before I had kids, that never crossed my mind because I didn't have kids to think about that for. But we got to be proactive with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I feel one of the biggest contributors to the single parent rate being so high is because we really don't put a lot of focus on choosing the right woman to be with. We live in that lifestyle. Like, for one, let me just say this. In our society, sex is way too big of an influence on us.
That's true. Sex is a way big of an influence on us. You got to look at, choosing the right partner, the right person to be with. It's easier said than done. It's easy to say it, but when it comes to actually doing it, a lot of people find it difficult to actually do that because they really don't care for that. A lot of times when we get with someone, we're driven by our sexual impulses. We just see the person and we're just like, I just want to get with them, have sex. We're not thinking about longevity. We're not thinking about, what would it be like if we had a family? We don't care, and it has a lot to do with the fact that we all, or most of us, may have been raised in households that was dysfunctional. And because of that, we didn't learn the principles on what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a wife. So we're out here trying to figure it out. Some of you may have went to church to try to figure it out, still didn't figure it out. Some of you brothers, you following dating coaches, trying to figure out how to deal with women. All they doing is teaching you how to be wicked. You know, I did a stream the other day where I was talking about a issue with divorce court, where a brother was brought in there with his woman, and he was talking about some alpha male strategies or some nonsense. He got offline, and he ended up losing his woman over the strategies, and the stream got cut during the ending. It was pulled
Dang, what's going on there? Tony,
from YouTube for some copyright nonsense.
Yeah.
why he didn't say Adam was the first simp? Because he should have knocked that apple out
Not
of
for
her
a
damn
copyright
hand.
claim.
Thank you.
Let's talk about how he was simping.
But it
Because he
had a
should.
content
God gave the
ID match
commandment
on
to
it.
him.
That was me who said that, but he knew that. He knew that too.
And it's right now in the process of being resolved. I have to wait for YouTube to sort everything out with the with Fox to deal with that situation. Once that video gets sorted, it's gonna be going. I have it on my channel; it's still there, but they limited the reach of the video. So once that gets sorted, it'll be back and people can check it out. It shows how dysfunctional we are in our relationships, where a man would take advice from another man who's dysfunctional and use that on his woman, and he end up losing his woman, and he have a child with her. This is crazy, but this is what's going on. Shout out to 9C Boomer 7 for joining Team Ringo.
I like him because he keeps it
Welcome.
fair. He goes to both
Appreciate your
extremes.
support. Just men who practice polygyny, for the record. Read, you would know. Again, for those who have understanding, when the scripture says a bishop must be the husband of one wife, that alone is telling you that men had more than one wife in the land.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that here. So now we're gonna get to another video with the young man himself. Now, we don't do polygamy. Good for you. All praises. I'm glad, but we don't do polygamy. You can, but I don't.
Polygamy, sis.
Huh?
Polygamy.
Girl, you're not even making up new words. I tell them I have my own dictionary. You know I'm gonna have my own dictionary soon. Y'all people think I'm playing. Now this is the man himself.
Don't even realize that we participating in this shit, but what direction this video gonna go in, man. So y'all gonna have to forgive me if I go off on a real bad tangent today. I just been thinking,
and check him out too. I like him.
We got a lot of confusion in our culture, man. Society is feeding us a bunch of different narratives that we are participating in. A lot of us don't even realize that we're participating in this shit, but nonetheless, it's going on, so it's a problem. It's a lot of different ones that I can speak on or whatever, but the main one that I want to speak on today is the fact that they done taught black men and black women to be so against each other that I don't even know if we're gonna be able to recover from this shit. You know,
7 out of 10 deaths in the US are caused by chronic illnesses that are preventable.
It's kind of hard to stay positive about it when it's so bad, you know? And it's been like this for a long ass time. But me being at the point that I'm at today, where I know what's important to me as a man. You know what I'm saying? I know what I really want as a man. And I see what can actually fix a lot of the different issues that we got in our community. And I'm gonna just get it to you like this, man. I feel like the one thing that can help us the most kind of get on track to where we carrying ourselves like kings and queens is the family structure. And it's so fucked up because just look at the popular music. You know, Megan Thee Stallion, she just dropped. And I like she a good rapper. She know how to put words together real fucking good. I give her that. But she just perpetuate the same narrative that is taking us further and further away from healing. You know what I'm saying? And I already know what a lot of women gonna say. Men been down in women for a long time in music, and I ain't saying that we get a pass for that shit because we definitely did. We definitely do. Shit, I used to rap at one point in time. I done said some shit about bitches and hoes and this and that when I was rapping. But that's because I was young and fucking dumb, and I ain't realized the value that a family. Well, actually, I take that back. Now, don't let me lie. I knew the value of a family, but I was so caught up in what we was being force fed. You know what I'm saying? All the rappers, it made it seem like being single, having a lot of money, and having a whole bunch of women was the cool thing to do. And now that I'm older, the cool thing to do is to have a family, to raise your kids, to grow up and be something. Try your best to have your kids in one household if you can. And I say that with that I would like to be able to do, than to be able to have a whole family, with my kids and their mom. But it ain't work out like that. We didn't start our relationship in the right way. We ain't base our relationship on the right principles when we first met, so it fell apart. Trying to tell us about this type of shit before we get to the point of kids being brought into this world. I just had a conversation with my homegirl a couple hours ago. This girl is a nurse. She got a great career ahead of her. She young, like 28. She ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? And she want to settle down. But she got the problem that a lot of other people that got this shit together got. She look around, she dating, and she trying to find somebody to be with. And the dating pool is full of fucking misfit ass niggas. And it's because of the music. It's because of the shit we've been taught. We ain't being taught to go out and get ourselves together and really be able to provide for your woman before you start having kids and all that type of shit. We ain't being taught that. We being taught to be real niggas. We being taught to be bad bitches. You know what I'm saying? And we being taught to get over on each other. We ain't being taught to find somebody that is gonna treat you the way you want to be treated, and you give them your all, and he give you his all, and all that. Motherfuckers ain't being taught that shit. We being taught these bitches ain't no good. So you better make sure you do what you got to do to make sure you don't get your heart broken. You need to learn red pill knowledge. You need to pump and dump, because a woman's nature, she is gonna cheat on you. She's gonna always want more than you. Instead of saying, "Hey, women's nature is like this. So in order for you to be able to find a woman that's gonna fit you, this is what you need to do." We ain't being taught that. We being taught all the bad shit about women and beware, be scared. Go out there and play on them because they gonna play on you. So you better go ahead and do what you gotta do first before she get to you. And vice versa. Women being taught the same shit. So then when a woman get to a point, or a man, both of us, when men and women get to a point where we done been through the bullshit and we done did our young dumb shit, we got that out the way. And now we get ourselves to a point where we wanna go out there and have a real family and settle down and build something that's worthwhile, build a legacy and raise some kids up to go out there and do some shit that they can to better the world or something like that. Possibly could be the next Barack Obama or something like that. Now we ain't got we looking around and we can't find nobody to measure up to what we want. Because there's so many dumb motherfuckers running around being spoon fed this dumb shit. They done been trained to fuck over each other. So now a person that got their heart in the right place got to deal with this bullshit, and a lot of times they end up getting their ass taken advantage of. We got to do better. I just watched a video earlier today, and I done seen these videos over and over again, and every time I see these videos, it pisses me the fuck off. Talking about how black women basically need to be don't even bother with them. Start dating outside the race. Like, black women don't deserve to have happiness and have
He misses
a
baby
black
mama.
man love them, because they being branded as too difficult.
You
And
daggone
the
right.
shit
We
that's
don't do no
pissing me off is
polygamy.
that it's black
What I
men
call it,
saying this shit.
what's like polygamy? Whatever I say.
Like,
Yeah, polygamy.
if black
Polygamy.
women are too difficult to deal with, it's because they've been having to deal with a lot of fucking trauma and other bullshit going on over the centuries that have made them that way. And guess what? Your ass dealing with the same shit. You ain't perfect. You hard to deal with too. So what if black women just decided, man, we giving up on black men, we gonna start dating outside our race? Now, how you gonna feel
They doing that.
if a woman that look like you
They doing it.
tell you that she don't want to be fucked up with you because you too damaged to deal with? I ain't never heard a black woman say no shit like that.
They saying it
But I
now.
hear a lot of black men say that shit on the internet for everybody to fucking see. And they ain't embarrassed about that shit, not now fucking bit. And I'm not against interracial dating if that's what you want to do, because you can't help who you fall in love with. I'm talking about the people that intentionally go out of their way to say black women are not capable of being loved because they too different.
Exactly.
I don't care what color you is. If you white and you say some shit like that about white women, I'm gonna look at you like you stupid. Matter of fact, I only dated one white girl in my life. I was young. This was still while I was still in the streets. I had never dated a white girl before. And the thing that threw me off about this girl, one of the things that threw me off about this girl, but it was like the first major red flag that came up. She told me she don't like white boys. I'm like, how the fuck can you not like a white boy and you a white girl? That shit don't make sense to me. Something got to be fucking wrong with you. And lo and behold, she had some other shit that was going on in her brain too that I couldn't fuck with. So that was the first and last time I tried to date outside of my race. But man, I don't know, man. I'm tired of this narrative, man. I got a daughter that's black. I do not want my child growing up in a world where she got to be told or she got to be looked at like she difficult, and people that look like her daddy and her brother and her uncle and cousin don't value her. That shit got to be the worst fucking feeling ever for a woman, a black woman.
Tony,
Yeah,
what you doing? It's over?
I'm gonna get back to him, but I wanted to cover a little bit of this lady.
Oh.
Cause we gonna be seeing more of him. I like him. But her, I used to watch her a while ago.
A recent incident that happened with a black woman in Philadelphia. Apparently, she was on a train.
Mm-hmm.
She was on a train and she got sexually assaulted in broad daylight.
Nobody said no.
And
Oh man, I meant to cover that myself. Oh, I didn't watch this, but anyway.
Remember, I was telling you about it, but we went with the
Yeah,
other
but I
one.
read it, but I wanted to cover it myself, but and put that in my own title, but we'll hear her out. I effed up, but it's all right.
other people, the train was.
But it's not like I didn't want to do it. They never said what color she was, and I didn't want to put it out there. Because they never said that she was black. But I'm still going to do something, probably tomorrow,
Yeah.
on the subject. And then I still may put this beginning on with that. But this will be done tomorrow, too. Dang, nabbit.
Was full. There were other people on the train. And nobody stepped in to help her. Nobody stopped him. Everybody just pulled out their phones. Nobody pulled out their phone to call 911. They pulled out their phone to film it. This woman was raped in front of people and nobody stepped in.
Mm-mm.
This is the kind of society that we're living in now. Everything is entertainment. Everything is for the gram. Everything is for Facebook.
Yup.
How can we be so depraved that we can sit back and pull out our phone? You pull out.
I'm going to skip past some of this,
Look
guys.
at this woman.
Because this is for tomorrow.
I know she's screaming yourself because of the way that you look. Hello.
So I had to skip past that.
That's what it is. Thank you for your donation, Golden. The single mother issue is an excuse. Another content creator did an in-depth analysis of the Moynihan report, their holy grail for why single mothers are the downfall of the community. That analysis made Black men look bad and liars.
Uh-oh. Do we got to do that too?
Yeah, that sounds good.
But was it a report? Was it on YouTube? Do I gotta pull it up? Do I gotta read it? What, lady?
Is that right? We can analyze shit till the cows come home.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are turning data and studies into that's another form of religion too. You're relying on statistics, data, and studies to determine how you feel about things.
Mm-hmm.
You trust and rely. Statistics, data, studies. It's like another form of religion for a lot of people. And they use that to buffer or make an excuse for why they agree or disagree with certain behaviors. No, you don't need a statistic to give you the incentive to treat a woman a
Hey, beautiful.
specific kind of way. You already want to treat her that way. So you look for information. Really, people are just looking for information to support what they believe. They're not looking for information to be.
I done messed up. Y'all didn't hear nothing. Y'all didn't hear nothing at all, okay? Y'all ain't hear nothing. Nada. This is definitely for tomorrow. That's for mañana. But I'm going to end this with this dumb chick right here, right? I'm going to end it with her.
Dumb chick.
And my best friend.
Boy.
This is for tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. I pulled the wrong thing. And now I knew the lady was black. It's all she wrote. Oh, my best friend. Everybody in here should already know my best friend. Yeah, the hyena.
Oh Lord. The name is starting to stick.
The hyena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her too. I've been watching her for a while. She should teach you some good. She teach you some good tricks to keep your nanny nice and tidy. I go way. Keep the nanny nice and tidy. This one is this. This is why black women have no one to give them away. Trying to speak when we get married. Well, she sounds stupid as usual. Well, we're gonna hear her out, and y'all can roast her. Y'all can roast her.
Books being blacklisted for promoting single black fatherhood on Star Trek DS9. Wow. Early this morning, I almost forgot.
I almost forgot.
With the alarm set. And for years, my teeth have been spreading to try to fill it in or whatever. Other gaps without closing this one. If I get Smile Direct, which is out here uncovered, yes. When you have heard that correct, well, we out here and we gotta be masculine because we just out here and we can't be feminine. Now, I'm gonna say something. Black women who say that are not completely wrong with what they saying. Are they out here uncovered? Yes. When you are uncovered out in this world as a woman, does that put you in a masculine space? Yes.
What?
Yes, it does. However, the only difference is the reason why they're out here uncovered. See, that part is the truth. They're out here uncovered, and that puts them in the masculine space. It'll put any woman in a masculine space. Only problem is they blame black men for not covering them and making them be in masculine spaces. And that's where we gonna call cap.
Ouch.
Because we gonna rewind the clock. We gonna go all the way back to why you're actually out here uncovered. See, when you don't got nobody to give you away, that means that you were uncovered, but why were you uncovered? First thing first, you don't follow your father or your father figures SOS or leadership. Now we all know that there are a lot of households that don't have steady fathers in them. But that's not all of the households. A lot of times on social media, you will hear black women say, "Oh no, I had a daddy." Or
now I skipped the hoopla because she said she just want to keep her gap because that's her father's gap, right? Now, she also claimed, about her father, but she also claims she raised her siblings. So if you raised your siblings, shouldn't it have been your father that raised his siblings? Or they wasn't his kids? What you hiding, lady? What is you hiding? Cause you know me and Boss Lady gonna figure we already know. We already know you's a liar.
Big time. She be capping.
Now here she go, she be capping. Yeah, she be capping. Cause she think we don't know. Why wasn't your father such a good man? Why did he leave you to take care of them kids? Cause they wasn't his. Because of the mother. Remember, you said you raised them since young. Did you go after their father? Or you and your husband, being that you was 20 years old when you got married, you and your husband took over the kids and your father didn't want to do it. You wanted to keep responsibility. And then you had to raise your husband. Then he was sick. Come on, girl. Stop it. Stop it. Well, y'all get into her ass. I'm sit back. Y'all tear her a new. Y'all be the lions and tear that hyena up. But because being a hyena, she ain't saying which hyena, but I know why she says hyena. But in all reality, you look just like a hyena.
I had a stepfather. It's not all about not ever having a dad.
Oh, you answered one question. Go ahead, carry on.
They had a father growing up.
Go ahead, answer my
Or they had a father figure growing up. And you still came out masculine. We gonna talk about how that happens. Are y'all interested in how that happens? Because see, there are a lot of chicks that's talking about they grew up with their daddy and their daddy was in the house, but they was still grew up and ended up hyenas. Now see, that's an interesting occurrence. Because it's like, okay, you had a daddy. So what was the problem?
Yeah, how did you end up with the kids? You said you raised them.
The first of the problem was that you wasn't listening to your daddy. You had a daddy and you didn't listen to your daddy.
Oh, Lord.
Now, why wouldn't you be listening to your father?
Boss
You're growing
lady,
up in that man's house. You with him.
Boss lady,
He's in the house with you, your siblings, your mama, and all of this good stuff. But you're not listening to your dad. How does this happen? One of the first things that's going on is the entitlement. See, I got my daddy, but I don't value my father because he's here doing what he's supposed to do. So therefore,
you got that right,
he
Caroline.
doesn't have any value to me. Now that sounds backwards. And it is backwards because it's part of the lost value system. See, we actually gonna get a little bit deeper today. And we're going to get deeper as these days go by.
Need to go back to the zoo, boss lady.
Hell yeah, I heard that.
Okay?
She's a piece of junk.
Thing first.
No, honey, junk got some value to it.
Is
we shipping her ass back to the zoo.
You had a father and you were entitled to him. See, under the lost value system, men are two things. Men are two things.
Yeah.
Regardless of his relation to you. Men are two things.
What? A providing protector.
Men are sex and money. As a daughter, your father or your stepfather or your father figure is not sex to you, but he is money to you.
Well, what he's supposed
which
to
makes
do?
him one thing. He's money to you.
Okay,
and when he's going out, thank you, Suave. When he's going out providing for the household and providing for the family, he's doing what he's supposed to do under the lost value system, but he don't get no cooking for that. He don't get no pat on the head for that. He barely get a thank you for that. What? Negro, that's what you supposed to be doing. Even the daughter, even the children look at a black man who is a father in the house, who is a husband in the house. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and the children will look at him and say, Negro, you supposed to be doing that. And don't nobody care.
You know. Yo, what? How much they pay her? Let's see her thing. They pay her good money for this shit. The reason why men don't get credit for being husbands and fathers because they don't demand it. That duh, like mothers do. Duh. Thank you, Code Talker. Look at that. All men again. Mr. Bell, Sean Epson, Six Station, John Nesbitt, Mr. Evering, everything. Everything. Not everything, everything. All right, little country ass. David. And one thing I can say for sure, this is real. I watched my wife's father pay for everything. He got zero. Hello? Then how about don't give them those spoiled ass kids nothing else? How about that? But we sing all men again. All men. But any grown person, you lost. We all lost with this hyena. We all lost with this hyena right here, right? That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my bestie. Number one, if he's a grown man, yes, he does supposed to do that. That is his job. So, which means you never taught your kids who is the leader of the household. You're the leader, right? That's what you said. They the head, right? You said we can't think without a man, right? These all what the hell. This is all what she says. So if you never taught your kid to say thank you, then that's on your ass. Come on. That's on your ass. If you didn't ask to see their report cards and their grades and you bought them what they want, that's on your ass. That ain't got nothing to do with the mother. That ain't got nothing to do with the kids. A father is a leader. He leads by example. Wow. And I can't. I'm glad she's not too long today. What kind of garbage talking point? Girl, get used to it. But it's just that I don't know. Me and her got beef. I just gotta cover this chick. I don't know why. I just gotta cover her. Cause she says stuff. I have to combat what she says. Cause people would not believe that she working for the manosphere, which she says she does. She says she works for the red pill and the manosphere, and she's a groomer. And she's trying to get us women to feel sorry for freaking men. It ain't never gonna happen. It's case by case basis. And then I don't have to pay her any mind because you're not married. Whatever you did, you're done already. And you ain't out getting a new man, but you're getting a lot of attention from these men. She's getting a lot of attention, her little hot tamale self. Undercover hot tamale. You hyena. But I know she does a lot of watching Cynthia G. Because I know after Cynthia G say something, you'll hear her the next day come back and don't mention Cynthia G's name, but she'll come back with something.
Don't nobody care, Negro. My daddy's supposed to be doing that. My daddy's supposed to give me money. My daddy's supposed to pay for stuff. My daddy's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to. Now the mama doing quote unquote what she's supposed to do. This is this wonderful woman. This woman is sacrificing everything. This woman is doing everything. I can relate. You know, I can really see her. You know, and she doing regular stuff that millions of mamas all over the world do, and ain't nothing special about it. Ain't nothing special about it. She cooked you food because she's supposed to.
Yeah.
Who else was supposed to do it? Chef Boyardee.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
She cooked that food. Now,
That's
she
a
was
lot.
worth anything. She was able to cook it from scratch.
I scratched it, all right.
But if she wasn't worth much, she assembled that food out of them cans and them boxes and them packages that she
the damn kids,
okay?
Because I learned.
She up a couple of things of oodles and noodles, and you know, she threw a little ground beef up in there.
That's right. And that was from
she
scratch.
Wasn't doing nothing she wasn't supposed to do.
That's right.
Now all of a sudden she a superwoman because she fed you. She was supposed to feed you.
Mm-hmm. And your point is what, lady?
But see, under the lost value system,
oh God,
women are worth something.
Oh God.
Your mama, even if she mediocre or below average as a mother, is always a good mother. Your daddy, even if he's an above average father, that Negro, he just doing what he's supposed to do. Nobody care about that.
Oh Lordy. Where is this going? I did not see this. Where is you going, lady?
So he's not important.
Oh God.
See, here's the psychology of it. When you think you're supposed to get something from somebody and they actually give it to you, you don't care. You take that for granted. Well, he's supposed to do that. You see what I'm saying? If he protects me, well, he's supposed to do that.
She must have.
And I'm not gonna give him any type of accolades or any type of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna value it beyond my entitlement to the fact that he did this. See, under the
I had to cover her face.
lost value system, when you are a girl growing up, men are money and sex. The daddy don't need sex, but he do give you money. You're entitled to that,
Charlie.
whether you have any or not, whether you working for any of it or not. He's supposed to work for it and give it to you. These are the exchanges that girls learn, even in a family setting, but that family is operating under the lost value system.
God.
Because let me break something down.
Break it down. Break it down.
Thank you, Eugene.
Thank you,
Steele.
Eugene.
Let me break something down for you real quick. Just because you a family unit don't mean you operating under the 10 life values. An entire family unit can be operating under the lost value system. Men operate under the lost value system all the time.
Poor men.
Men operate under the lost value system all the time.
Put the titty back in their mouth. Forget it, the argument. Put the titty in their mouth. Call it a day.
Do y'all need me to repeat that? Men
put the titty in their mouth.
Operate.
Call it a day.
Under the lost value system all the time. And he can be in whole relationships and having whole families under that lost value system, which is why everything is so topsy-turvy. Because under the lost value system, wealth is a god. So is leisure. This is why women under the lost value system say what they say about the average earning man. That might be a different video, but this is why they say what they say about the average earning man.
The hyenas is coming for
you. Ain't winning under the lost value system because you ain't got enough money, bruh. Understand? You losing in the lost value system because the top of the pyramid of the lost value system say wealth.
She live with her family.
Not whether or not you a good man
that
or
she
not.
Don't like.
It say wealth.
She live with her family that she don't like. So what is that telling you about her? Lady, go on with yourself. Go on with yourself.
This is why other men will discount other men when they don't make a certain amount. I read a quote that was attributed to Donnie Yen on the internet the other day. And the quote that was attributed to Donnie Yen was, people only ask what you do for a living so that they can calculate how much respect they're going to give
That's
you.
your first time hearing
And
that?
I thought that was a testament to people's mindset within the lost value system. See, men will disregard or uphold another happen.
How to fast forward, huh?
Under a lost value system, as a black girl grow into a woman, she never learns what a man does in the home. She doesn't understand his function. Thank you, Philip J. I'm a busy man, but I'm supporting Women on Fire. More women need to lead the board and speak their mind. They hardly listen to us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my supporters. My supporters are on point.
Yeah, they support your ass, all right.
Y'all are always here, and I really appreciate y'all.
Tell me about it, Charlene. And she gonna put that in her bio.
She never learns what men do. The only thing that she learned about men under the lost value system is they supposed to do stuff for me.
On the run.
That's the only thing she learned. She don't listen. She don't pay attention to any system, order, and structure that her father, or father figure may actually offer or have. She learns that men do not have a value, or she does not value any quality other than the material benefit that her father gives her. She does not look to his intangible benefits.
Oh my God, that's on him. He's a dumb dad.
She only looks to his tangible benefit, because when we take a look at the lost value system, when we actually take a look at it, the things that are important are external. Therefore, they are tangible, concrete things. You can see wealth. You can touch the money. You can touch the things you buy with the money.
So you said, so you trying to say to me, yo, this chick talks out of her ass. That's another saying you should have heard too. You talk right out of your ass, because
I heard her.
There is no way in the world you're going to tell me a father at home, all he do is come home and dump his money, and that's it. He do nothing else. But her supporters like it. That's all he do is come home. Here, kids, take all my money. What you want? What you want? And you get an Xbox. And you get an Xbox. And you get a PS5. You get a PS5. And you get $100. All right, here, come take it all. I don't care what you did in school today. I don't care what your mother got to say. Here, just take it all. And they like, you supposed to do that. And he said, that's right. I'm supposed to do that. What do you say?
Oh, I'm talking to my grandson. My bad.
Because you know I got the skip pass, huh? So certain things y'all going to miss because I can't take her whole entire show. So I skip through her a lot. And sometimes I never get to the end. I don't think I've ever gotten to any end of her video. This is like a 10-minute one. I never got to the end.
I have not.
I have, as long as I've been here, I never, but being that I'm skipping through it, we might get to the end. I'm skipping through a lot of this bullshit because she's talking through her ass. People making up their own valueness on the internet and putting their beliefs on people. People actually stupid. This con art. Yeah, she spoke up on her teeth. She want to get her teeth done. She need more money. Who can't support herself if YouTube shut down today or tomorrow? The zookeeper better come. They better come get her. I gotta go call. I gotta go call, and not to mind you. People gotta understand. For that parks department, people think that just relies in your state. No, Parks Department is the Parks Department everywhere. Just want y'all to know. So I could call the zookeeper here and send the zookeeper right from over here to get her ass and stuff something straight down her mouth. Just shut her up. Shut her up. And I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just me. That's why I don't want to keep talking. And I'm reading what you guys got to say because I could be wrong. Maybe y'all hear something that I don't hear. I don't know.
That's a concrete thing. That's a material thing. Leisure is material. I can show you pictures of trips I went on and souvenirs and stuff. That's material. It's concrete. I can show you that. You can see it with your eyes. Saying family, the majority of people across the world are operating underneath the lost value system. They lost. Cash rule everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. We got music that attests to it. We were singing that, not understanding that we were inviting ourselves to the lost value system. We were giving ourselves and each other the reminder. Cash rules everything around me. It is my God. It is my Ilah.
And that's all you got from that song? Is that all you got from that song? She said, I'm done.
They took God out of everything in order to instill the lost value system. See, you
don't even talk about God.
They had to flip spiritual from the top to the bottom. The way you do that is you devalue God. You devalue the concept of God. How did they do that? They ridiculed it. They talked about it. They said you was stupid. They said you was believing in the flying spaghetti monster. They had laughs about it. They talked about it. They had all kind of mockumentaries and documentaries to deconstruct religions, Christianity, Islam. They slandered it. They slandered God. They slandered it. Thank you, it's me, C. So I've been constantly busy with school activity. Found
you get a whole lot of men too.
I love the topics you
get a whole lot of men.
Either we're gonna change or be in bondage to post to the lost value system forever. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Taisha. Said just got some A game for my husband last week. It'll be here today. Thanks, sis. If we would just listen as women, we would come out the dark hole we've been in for generation upon generation. You got that right. Thank you so much, my sisters, my sisterins. They devalued God. They ridiculed it. They ridiculed it. You stupid for believing. They said people that believe in God didn't have no logic. They didn't use their logic. And that logic was better. See, listen, let me go ahead and take a commercial break. We're going to hear a word from my sponsor. Thank you, Adrian. We're going to hear a word from my sponsor. We're going to be right back, and I'm going to dive deeper into that.
Hey, y'all. Donnie Keith here, a.k.a. Auntie Peaches from the Aunties Radio Show, also on The Voice of Reason. I'm here to say that ever since my man started taking A game, he's been on top of his A game. When I say A game, I mean his A game. He's more focused. He's definitely working out more. His attitude is better, and he's not complaining of all over body aches due to poor blood circulation, because A-Game provides great blood circulation, if you know what I mean, ladies. That blood circulation. Sometimes I have to hide the A-Game in the bushes when I'm out walking the dog just because I want some sleep. If you know what I mean, ladies. Stay on top of your A-Game, fellas. Get your A-Game.
Okay, we back. We's be back. If I preach, I'm gonna get off topic. So let me get back to the topic a little bit, and then I'm gonna preach. Because you don't have a good relationship with your father, that leads to, thank you again, Adrian. We're gonna come back to it. Because we don't have good relationships with our fathers, we have poor biological relationships. There's no exchange. See, you don't understand the exchanges between the masculine and the feminine. Your father is the first one to show you that. He's the first one to give you that. To show you this is masculine, you give me feminine. I'll teach you how to give me feminine. When you are an adult, I'll give you away to a man that has my level of masculinity or better. And you give him the femininity, the exchange I taught you, you do that exchange with him. Right? But nobody gives you away. And this is actually how you get into the world uncovered. Because even when you got your father there, you're not listening to him. Even when he's willing to help you vet these men out, you tell him I'm grown, or you hide the dudes. You hide the dudes from your daddy because you know your daddy ain't gonna go for this dude. You know he not going for him. So you hide that dude, that little dusty F-19 you dealing with, that he look good, you trying to get your back broke. but you know your daddy ain't going for it. You don't even bother say nothing to your daddy about this dude. He try to ask you, well, is you dealing with anybody? No, not really. What is not really? Well, bring him around to meet me. Why I got to do that? Why I got to do that? And this is part of how you get your heart broke out here in these streets, because you trying to vet a man for yourself, but you have not been taught the 10 life values. You've been taught the lost value system. So you vetting for stupid stuff. You vetting for money and sex. You ain't vetting for how this dude is on the inside. Do he even have a moral code or a spiritual guidance at all? Then you want to get mad at the men for acting a certain way and treating you a certain way. But you was vetting for lost value system stuff. Do he got money? Is the D big? Well, if he checking them 2 boxes, he ain't got to check nothing else. So you get into these situationships with these dudes, and he done checked the only 2 boxes you looking for with your silly self. You silly as the day is long.
Oh, okay.
I had to go to the ladies' room if you didn't mind.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me, but they done found another woman dead, burnt up in a car in
Hold on. Was she black?
Yes.
All right, so we got to cover them 2 things tomorrow.
Okay.
6 o'clock, 3 o'clock your time. 6 o'clock, 6:30. All right. Because I heard a little bit, but I didn't know she was going to talk about that subject, because I had the news reports and everything ready, but I just didn't play it because they never said what color she was. But when she said that, I'm like, okay, cool, fine. Boss,
We got some serial killers around.
Because as soon as you told me, I looked it up, but it never said what color. But we're gonna definitely cover that for a 6 o'clock special. That's why I said, let me just stop her right there, because I had the news and everything, but none of them never said. Well, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna talk about Camille responding to YP.
Who?
Camille, his baby mama.
No,
she responded to him because he said a whole bunch of stuff, and he called in. He called in the damn insurance policies on.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but I can't mix the 2. I can't mix the 2. That's like that would have to be a whole different. I can't mix the 2.
Okay.
But I've seen it, and then I seen the house, everything.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you got to check it out.
And you get into all these little situationships with this dude. Then once you get into it, and he done gave you a few dollars, so that done got satisfied.
You're not by yourself, baby. Hold it. DOD Cash App anyone? I don't understand that.
And he done broke your back, so that done got satisfied. Now you looking at him like, well, what else you gonna give me? Nothing? Because both of us is under the lost value system. And you only came to me to get money and sex, and I gave that to you. What else you want? What else could you possibly want? I know you ain't sitting nowhere wanting stuff that women want naturally.
Do they want to know?
I know you don't want that.
You a Cash App?
I know you don't want no man.
Don't say no.
With no leadership and no system, order, and structure. I know you're not looking at me to give you no SOSs, right?
Yourself, baby.
Because you grew up in a household with a whole man that had an SOS, and you wasn't even listening to him. And I know you wasn't listening to him because you over here with me, letting me give you a couple of $100 and break your back to the early morning. You can't even go to work good. I know you ain't listening to no SOS. I know you ain't looked at me for now, right? See, we about to tell the truth. So y'all running around here trying to ask these men for leadership you didn't even want. Black men don't lead. You don't want no leadership. Your daddy was trying to lead you. You didn't want no leadership. He telling you to bring these dudes around, and you so busy trying to be grown that you're not realizing that he's attempting to protect you from the F-19s that's gonna break his little girl heart. Cause guess what? Daddy was 19, 20, 21 at one time too. And he just might have been an F-19 at some point. So he know what they doing. You understand? So he wants you to bring him over here so I can sniff him out. He's trying to actually save you from the goofiness. He's trying to tell you, listen, that one ain't no good. I know you think he cute, and that's fine, but that one ain't no good. Thank you, Romero and Devon. That one ain't no good.
Is a type of witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. But this is unlike any animal we've ever seen, and it definitely does look like it's a human quality. Skinwalkers.
But you don't even want to bring him around because you know your daddy, because you know in your heart of hearts this dude ain't no good. You just want what you want, but you can't get mad at him because both of y'all operating under the lost value system. He checked 2 boxes, money and D, and you check sex box and look good. That's all he wants.
Opposite direction. But let us know your reaction in the comment section using the hashtag open discussion. You want to know a little secret? If you smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification.
Now I think I gotta preach.
Skinwalkers are also said to possess living animals or people and walk around in their bodies. They're reportedly near impossible to kill. Some traditions state a bullet, knife, or
because we doing this lost value stuff, and then we want to come back and try to act like we want real stuff, and we don't. See, the reason why everything is so backwards is because
you want to know a little secret?
Because we want to do what we want to do, but we don't want the consequences of doing what we want to do.
Heavenly Father, please help us.
See, God made you a certain way to do certain stuff, to want certain stuff. But man think he know better than God. This is why they ridicule. This is why they told you stupid and God is fake.
The roads to bring her family.
And science is the new God, and then money was the God.
Within roughly 6 hours, the fire.
See, they rather sit around and tell you come from a monkey, or sit around and tell you that aliens had something to do with life on Earth. And ain't nobody seen no alien either. So how you want me to believe that aliens had something to do with life on Earth and you ain't got not a damn alien, but I ain't supposed to believe in God for the same reason? When you ain't seen God, I ain't seen E.T. either. We ain't phoned home yet. So what is you talking about?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You can't tell me we ain't supposed to be worshiping God because you worship everything else. You worshiping this money. So you was built to worship something. And you is worshiping something. You worshiping that money. You worshiping how to get the money. You worshiping the people that's got the money. You worshiping the system you think that you supposed to enact in order to get the money. Stop playing. Then we want to get mad and not like things the way that they end up. See, it's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings. Because guys, I'm gonna talk to you for a minute. I'm gonna talk to the men for a minute. Because see, y'all don't like it when women talk about they make more money than you. So now they want to run the house. And you looking at them stupid. Like, why do you think your money make you run the house? Because under the lost value system, wealth is a god. So if she got God in her pocket, why wouldn't she run the house? You live under the same lost value system she do. Because you figure if you had the most money, you run the house. Thank you, my love is divine. See, I don't think you're gonna like me today. I don't think you're gonna like me today. You might not like me today, and that's all right. Let me go back for a second. And I know I'm bouncing back and forth because I'm really trying to not spiritually cook, but I'm gonna end up doing it. But I ain't gonna be able to stop. But anyway, let's talk about these women. Sis, you want a man that's gonna give you traditional stuff. You want a man that's gonna give you leadership. You want a man that's gonna have structure and order. He ain't chaotic like you, right? But no, you don't. Because you also want the man that'll do anything for the bag so he can give it to you. That don't mix in the lost value system. Because if he doing anything for a bag so he can give it to you, that means he ain't got no moral compass to stop him from selling himself to get a bag to give to you. See, we gotta start thinking straight. We gotta stop doing this double-minded cognitive dissonance nonsense.
Oh my God.
Because see, you didn't even want that from your daddy. Thank you, Soul School. You didn't even want that from your daddy. Your daddy tried. He wanted to get you a man that had some spiritual value about himself.
What you say, Queen?
She just makes up all kinds of
Oh
stuff.
my God, do she really?
Man.
And she said this bitch is better with OG. Well, we got to say, I see better than you.
I want to see what man she got in her
Don't
closet.
worry about it.
What's in her closet?
Who closet?
This Wayne chair.
The hyena?
Yeah.
He under the table.
No, he ain't under the table because she shut her mouth if he was under the table.
He under the table. He under the table right now saying, just you better say it. You better say it. He behind that chair.
Yeah, he behind the chair because he ain't under the table because she wouldn't be able to talk if he was under that table.
I told you to say it like this. I told you to say it like this, damn it.
You're welcome. This beach is better. Is bitter. Yeah, she is very bitter, Nicole.
It's
Very.
better.
But she meant to say bitter.
No, her name is better. When she said this bitch is better. Listen, I don't know. Oh, talking about Nicole.
Yeah.
She just wants some man attention, and that's all she getting. She getting paid. I show y'all all the time who sends her this, and she should be like, "No, man, this for the women." Because if you was really practicing, you should have all women in your chat. You're not supposed to have men in your chat. Because if you go to the mosque right now, you know for a fact you will be on one side and they will be on the other side. All that extra mouthpiece will be shut. Will be
But
shut.
not be speaking out.
Now all of a sudden they want to speak out, but in church they can't speak out. Men ain't why the men ain't giving you no money in church? Why you gotta come on YouTube?
And why
So
you
shit.
ain't just got like why you didn't get a husband from in church if if it's all that, how come they ain't falling all over you in church and wherever you go?
Hello. Hello. When you go onto that mosque and stuff, and they know you all such of a good woman, you ain't grab a husband yet. You supposed to been was married. You wasting time, girl. Like you tell us, you wasting time. You didn't have no kids, or you can't have no kids. Now, if you can't have no kids, that subject would be off limits for me. But that, because I don't do that to people. But I will talk about your hyena ass. Now tomorrow 6:30, between 6 and 6:30. Well, I might make it 6. We
And
are
that
going to.
damn and that pink lipstick you got on your lips is against religion, ma'am. Ma'am.
Oh gosh, she done called us Mickey and hyenas. She called us gutter snipes too. Oh, she called us an alien. I had to step away. Remember, I had to go to. She called us aliens too, boss lady.
Yes.
Oh wow, I was been gone on for hours. It didn't take that long to tinkle shoe. She done said all of that.
You
Cause
know,
I would have had something to say. I'd be like, now she calling us an alien. Don't forget gutter snipe. You forgot the gutter snipe. We went from Mickey's, hyenas, alien. Don't forget gutter snipe. I gotta find that video when she was just a dog on us, and that's when I lost all respect for her. That's when I lost all respect for her. But as y'all know, I'm not finishing with this hyena chick. So
oh.
don't forget tomorrow, 8:30, 9 o'clock. If I could find something, your morning laugh, and then our afternoon, and then the evening. So I see you guys tomorrow about 9 o'clock. Hopefully you can get your little laugh on. And I see you again about
I want
1.
to get my eyeballs on. Where Pastor P at? Shit.
No, because Caroline, you and Caroline is right. People they don't have. They have. Hopefully they watch the commercials. But
Nicole, she won't let us see Master P. I said Pastor P.
no, I wouldn't do it on this video anyway.
Not with her.
Mm-mm. Even if it wasn't her, I don't. This video, I want it to go smooth. I don't want them to tell me it's not eligible for nothing. Even though they say you're not eligible, or they say it's limited.
Oh, thank you, Caroline, for the coffee, baby.
But don't worry, I'm gonna do the scene like in the middle of the night, right? I'm gonna do the whole one, and I'm gonna see if I can download it on my computer, so we will always have it. Remember, he took it down. He took it down.
Yeah, we the only channel that got it.
We the only one. Only place somebody gonna get it is watching us. That's the only people. He took that sucker down the next day.
So did.
And the good thing, I played it a couple of times. Woo-wee. That's probably on a Friday night. But I want you ladies to have a beautiful night. Thank you guys for being here and giving me all your time.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
family.
co-host. Wait, hold on. Boss lady, was something I had to say. I forgot. I hate when I forget stuff. Damn it. And either way, if I remember, I'll just give you a buzz. All right. Good
Mhm.
night, ladies and
Good
gents.
night.
Good night, hyena. The
Oh
wolves are
no, you
calling.
didn't. No,
The,
you
the
didn't.
wolves are calling you.
She better go on where she
Hey,
go.
Miss Leo. Miss Leo, get your butt to class on time.
Okay, because you didn't came. You late. You didn't miss the whole class. You is absent. You need a note tomorrow.
That's right. Yes. That's right. You have to bring in a note. I want a doctor's note too, not any old note, and I want it stamped.
No, we want your parents to call in. We don't want no note.
She said she want the parents to call in. No, I want that doctor stamp because she gonna get anybody to call in. Cause you know this. You know we corrupted here. We are corrupted.
All
Oh.
right. Good night.
All right, nighty night, guys, and I will work on. Don't forget tomorrow we're gonna work on talk about that lady and do black women need protection? Because if we don't need protection, then we will definitely leave you alone too. But peace out. Thank you, smooches and all that good stuff. Caroline, you have a blessed night. You're a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul.